Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is called Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls. And this is a really interesting, I wouldn't quite say one of a kind in the Tuber Chat family, but we do only have a small number of channels that do things like online auctions or live sales. And live sales is what you're going to find here from Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls. Now, they've got a couple of shorts, so hopefully that will continue for them as well. And once in a while, they'll put out a video for us. But the bulk of what we find on this channel are these live streams. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They do these frequently, usually at least a couple of times a week. And it really is a live sale. Sometimes they have StreamYard panelists that come up usually towards the end of the live stream. But she'll have an enormous number of products of all different types, anything from a spatula to a Coach purse, anything from jewelry to other household items and things like that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're at 495 subscribers right now. They've been friends of Tuber Chat for quite some time and obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. And thank you everybody for coming in at an uncommon hour. We haven't done a Tuber Chat live stream at this particular time and day of the week for a while, but we always mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We're usually here 3 or 4 times a week. Thank you everybody for coming in. It's interesting to see a mix of old and new friends. Bumby Selby is somebody who's been with me since before Tuber Chat even existed, as a matter of fact, and we've met lots of friends over the last several years. Any minute now I'm going to start saying 3 years, because our very first live stream ever was on April 30th, 3 years ago. Six Bows is back. Good to see you in the house. Warm Strong Adventures is here. I'm going to get VS Speaks Royally onto the wheel. And in the pole position, in the number 1 and 2 position, of course, is Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures. They are beloved and dedicated moderators here. Michael's Adventures actually has a premiere for us after Tuber Chat in about 2.5 hours. We're not in a rush today, so we can stay anywhere around 2.5 to almost 3 hours if everybody would like. Michael's Adventures will give us a video and a live chat that rolls along with that premiere, so we'll be able to continue meeting friends and family members. Lots of time today. Lots of time here to start putting channels on the screen. And then Yellow Shirt Dad is also on the wheel with Kristen Welton, my love. She's here as a member and a moderator. The Bullock Experience and the Bud Files are both on the wheel. Home Bartending with John is always early in the door. And the Gaming Ham has just been added. Just Jason Keto is going to be added right this second. Lori's Tech Time also. I caught her for a live stream playing Fall Guys last night. And she often plays with viewers, which is a really cool thing. Hopefully one of these days I'm going to be able to get in on some of these video game multiplayer activities. Lisa's Fun Finds is in the house. Nurse on the Run, good to see you here. They're new to Tuber Chat. For anybody that's brand new, if this is your first time here or if you have not been here many times before, the secret, of course, to getting on the wheel and the screen is conversation. It is after a little while that I will go over to a special list I have in the background that's run by one of the chatbots you see called Botissimo. It lets me know how active everybody has been in the chat. So the secret to speed here is true conversation. The more you conversate with other people in any premiere live stream, the more of a service you're doing for any host, because it sends true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. So the wheel and the screen are open to everyone. They always are. It takes a little while for people to get on there right now, but members always get added as soon as we see them in the chat. Silent Silver's in the house, 345 Barry. was in with Sam earlier for a live stream. Destination Fun and Holly's Adventures are both here. Cake, No Eat Meat Day with Cherry on top, and more. They haven't changed their name for a while. It was funny because they were changing their name every day and sometimes even multiple times during our streams. But that's Danforth Avenue Wellness, a longtime friend. Lisa's Fun's Finds is here. Love to Travel with Wave is a longtime friend as well. Rebel at Heart is brand new to Tuber Chat, so thank you for being here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators that will come through the chat today. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel, and that's if that's what you would like. And in no time, actually. The Patrol Paranormal's just been added to the wheel. Warmstrong Adventures is here with us. Six Bows is back, is a longtime friend, and she is definitely a bundle of energy. I've been catching her on a few live streams, usually once a week lately. Holly's Adventures just dropped a super chat, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support to get us started for today. And for that reason, Holly's Adventures will be added onto the wheel as the first channel we look at after our featured channel of Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls. We feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. We do that so that you can literally meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. So we'll look at Holly's Adventures next. Again, Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls is bringing us live sales of all sorts of different items, and some of those can be vintage, but some of those are brand new. Like I said, anything from household items to clothing or accessories, and then jewelry obviously is a big staple on this channel. Hopefully the shorts will continue. They've put a few of these random ones out, and then videos they'll bring us that are more educational than anything else. I expect that to continue as the channel grows. M&T Living and Cooking, thank you for being here. On the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, Susan has just dropped another super chat. She's done that countless times, and for that reason we'll make her channel the next one that we look at after Holly's Adventures. Ghostly Winds, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They always have the most entertaining things to say about the Wheel of Doom, but they've been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat and definitely a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter from Australia. As well, I see The Gaming Experience with Kelly. That's the second channel from the Bullock Experience. And pardon me while I talk and type. Sometimes I can do not bad a job at it. Sometimes not so much. Just doing our best this year. I'm going to put them on the wheel because they happen to be a member. And pardon me just for a second. So, let's look at Holly's Adventures right now. And again, Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And probably overdue featuring them, actually. They've been with us quite a long time. Holly's Adventures also has, and this is a creator who recently brought us some cruise footage, which is a little bit different than what they typically do on their channel with a lot of video gameplay. We see a lot of Legend of Zelda at the front page here and the latest things they've been doing, but they've got some shorts as well. Pardon me just for 1 second again. And when we look through the shorts on Holly's Adventures channel, we see a lot of random shorts here, but some of these have really started to pick up, actually. We're getting into the thousands of views, which is great. When we look at videos, we see a lot of video gameplay. Let me take the latest one. I'm going to put this into a special playlist I have, which was named by our friend Ghostly Winds in the chat as my catch-up list, and that's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that. If anybody here right now would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody will be free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Holly's Adventures has 387 subscribers right now. You can see that they typically stream at least once a week. Hopefully we can push them towards the 400 subscribers they're thinking about, and obviously they mix up their video gameplay here, and like I said, there was a little bit of cruising footage there also, which is really, really cool. So thank you one more time, Holly's Adventures, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that many times before, and so has the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. This is Susan, and we talk about this channel every day because she's here with us every day. I've been lucky to catch her for quite a few live streams lately as well. Canadian Family Life, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And did I see maybe Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs? I thought you were saying hello to Mike and Rihanna. Oh, they say hi. Oh, they were just live. Okay, I see. Thank you. Yes, it seems to be Ghostly Wins. It seems to be. I actually use more real ketchup than less real ketchup than ever before. I am in desperate need of a diet and a health change right now. But there was one point in my life where I actually went on a diet and exercised and did all the good stuff you're supposed to for a couple months. I actually lost 30 pounds in 2 months. It really wasn't that hard. I cheated as much as anybody else would. But after that, I never went back to really like dousing everything with ketchup and salt and pepper. I don't even use salt and pepper anymore, and things like that. Not that it matters, but you know, eventually, hopefully that will start to pay off if I do anything else to help. All that fluff and stuff is also here from Australia. And they are longtime friends of ours. They happen to be a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. Bushido Blade Warriors in the house. And pardon me again for a second. It's just my allergies. They'll probably calm down after the first couple of channels like they always do. When I hit the go live button here, I should just mark it allergies, because every time I start the stream, it starts up for 5 minutes and then we're fine after that. Short Bus Pull Up, thanks for being here. That's another channel that's been with us from the beginning. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is up right now. She is posting like crazy, my dear goodness. I'm just going to grab one of her latest videos. This one looks like it's going to inspire us in a spiritual way, as Susan, the creator behind the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, often does. And you can see that this is a 1.5 acre homestead in western Tennessee. They've got chickens, turkeys, and ducks. They do gardening, canning, arts and crafts, devotionals, thrifty fun, small channel shoutouts, and much more. And they stream frequently, as a matter of fact, usually a couple times a week. I've been very lucky to be catching them frequently lately. And they're always promoting other channels as well. So you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members when you're over there in a similar way to what we do here. You will be inspired in a spiritual way, but the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch will take you indoors or outdoors, and during the live streams often has a lot of StreamYard panelists that come up as well. There's everything from conversation to music and more inspiration when we're there. Pardon me, I see that Backlash Fisherman is in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, another longtime friend. And let me spin the wheel. And thank you one more time, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. She's done that countless times. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order, and then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But after a long period of time, probably an hour and a half to 2 hours, I will start adding names to the wheel from our chat list. I do it based on how much activity there's been in the chat, and I have a robot in the background keeping track of that. Scrow's Nest, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Just Jason Keto's here with now 709 subscribers. This is a creator that's actually doing a lot of live streams lately. I haven't caught them for a while. I'm hoping I can catch you for one of these. It's already been, I don't even know how long. I thought I caught you actually live once. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe just a replay there. Just Jason Keto's also posting frequently. Now, this is a creator that's going to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, and all the stuff I started talking about at the beginning of the stream that would be helpful. I hope to take inspiration from Just Jason Keto sooner than later. Avalanche Multimedia, thank you for the highlighted milestone message, by the way. And when we look at Just Jason Keto's channel, what we're going to find is talk about a keto-based diet more than anything else. He has a lot of StreamYard panelists that will come up with him and keep the conversation going there as well. But this creator is going to talk to us about a lot of the things we can do within a keto-based diet to maximize the impact of some of the products we might be picking out of grocery stores or health food stores and things like that. It's very important to be educated in the stuff, because the labels can be, I don't want to use the word deceptive, even though I just said it, so I won't, but they can make things look a little bit better than they are. But Just Jason Keto will help us make sense of all that and show us how we can stretch our dollars further. It's not that he really puts a lot of focus on that. I just pick that out of what I've seen from him, because he's going to show us how to take some of the things we might find that are meant for a keto-based diet, or at least marketed that way, show us how to understand the ingredients and the things that are going to be beneficial, but then maximize by turning things like meals into snacks, snacks into meals, and being able to stretch the products a little bit farther, more so than the dollars. But I'm a big lover of value, so that's what I find in this channel as well. So Just Jason Keto, like I said, 709 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 800 they're thinking about. And when we look at the shorts videos, we see that these are starting to get into the thousands of views, and one of them has really popped at 22,000, which is great. So hopefully that continues. AACon50, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. And if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sometimes you get into a live stream or a premiere and you get captivated by the content or the conversation and forget the thumbs up just for a moment. But we're almost at 50, so thank you everyone for that. And then Total Jim with no ketchup. Yes. And then Just Jason Keto's gifting a membership. So thank you for that. Canadian Family Life's actually fairly new to Superchat, so I'm sure they're going to be excited to have that membership. And because they're here with us right now, I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. But because they're already here, we're going to put them on right now. And that's a really cool thing to have done. These gifted memberships have become, it's a really generous thing to have done. We're starting to see it more and more frequently on more and more channels. A lot of people are very excited about that, but it's extremely generous because things like memberships are not available in every region or on every platform. So when somebody receives that, I'm sure they're ecstatic. Annabelle TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a creator who's been with us a long time. And they bring fun everywhere they go, including in their content and including in our chat and everywhere else that I see them supporting other people as well. The Bullock Experience is up right now. This is Kelly Bullock. I'm going to talk about his content in a second. Blackstar Mobile Gaming is here. That's a one-of-a-kind channel in our family, because they focus solely on mobile games, which is really interesting. That's anything that would be on an iPhone or an Android, either phone more so than tablet, but possibly a tablet as well. Wayne's World Unlimited, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And the Bullock Experience comes to us with Catfishing First. So this creator has an abundant community around them. And as you can see now, over 700 subscribers. They're going to be working on 800 now, but it's not going to be too difficult for them because they've started a second channel now as well to expand their content in their interests. So I'll show you the gaming experience with Kelly in a moment. But when we get to the Bullock Experience, we see Fishing First. I actually caught them for a raid the other day. For a stream the other day, we raided them when they were doing this one here. I think that was on Thursday, am I right? And then they've got some shorts videos, so let's just see how these are doing now. These are starting to get into the thousands, which is great. And then live streaming is something that Kelly Bullock does frequently. It's usually fishing, but there can be StreamYard panels here, and the conversation can go just about anywhere once they get started. Let me just put the other channel up, the Gaming Experience. with Kelly. I forget the third game that he played the other day, or the third video. We'll see what... Oh, sorry, it's Gaming Experience with Kelly. No the. It'll come up faster for you. Here we go. Acacia Island Solo Warzone. So this is a different video than the first two Minecraft that I have seen. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list as well and make sure... Oh, it's still in there. Okay, I didn't clear out the catch-up list yet. But it must... sometimes when I switch accounts and things like that, you see that red line that goes back to the beginning, or if I miss while I'm watching and then go back and comment afterwards or whatever. I have to be honest, I run a lot more videos than I watch, as anyone would imagine. I watch as much as I can, but usually what I do is take this playlist that I keep talking about, my catch-up list, and I organize the videos in length. So the shortest videos go at the top so I can watch them first. That helps me get through as many videos as I can, and then when I have to either work or let the playlist run, let's say the end of the night or whatever, the longer videos just get run, but everybody gets their watch minutes that way. Speaking of watch minutes, and somebody who really wants to help everybody with their monetization in that way, Michael's Adventures is somebody who has always been a tremendous advocate for helping others with their playlists by running them, watching tons and tons of videos. Michael's Adventures has almost 3,000 videos on their channel right now as well. He brings us a lot of wildlife. We're going to see a little bit of that later. He's got a premiere that's going to come up right after Tuber Chat. You see, I always fall behind with Michael's Adventures because he posts every day, but then I just go back and start running everything he's got afterwards. So I'll catch up on that shortly, but he is now well over 1,100 subscribers and well on the way towards 1,200. So the wildlife that he puts in a lot of his videos can be anything from deer to raccoons to foxes, and just about anything in between. There's some bird watching there as well. And this creator also will take us for a walk around their area often. Let me scroll down. It's been a while, but let me see where he's got one of these. A lot of wildlife videos, like I was saying. So here, like for instance, taking a trip to Florida, giving us a walk around, sometimes giving us a walk around his own area, a story to be told often. And he's been a dear friend of Superchat for a long time, almost from the very beginning. Some shorts videos as well. So you got some lottery tickets here, but he also might be playing a slot game on a tablet. And like I said, a little bit of indoor content to go along with the outdoor. But hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. We're going to get an even better look at that channel later today when we go and watch that premiere that he's got set up for us, and it's right there. I've already got my notification on for that. She stole my thunder. Thanks for being here. I've got you on the wheel, but you just dropped a super chat, so I'm going to speed that up. That'll be the next channel we look at. I'll put it on right now, and I think we've got another channel in the chat here. Psychology Noir with Dr. Lund. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think that channel's brand new here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Patrick Hollett, good to see you in the house, and they just got their join button, so they must be monetized, which is great news. Thank you, Wayne's World, for coming in with the second channel as well for that extra thumbs up. Odom's Homestead is here, and I think I saw Butler Family Farm as well. They're both members, so I can put them on the wheel. And yes, everybody should. Forgive me while I say, well, I say, do. What do they say? Do as you say, not as you do. Because I haven't done it yet. But I haven't made videos. See, I haven't made videos on Tuber Chat at all yet, so I haven't made an introduction video about memberships. But everybody should. Almost in every case, almost everybody should. But it's very helpful, right? Because you help people understand what memberships are if they don't know. One of the things we have to think about is we're in this all the time, right? So we have our bubble that starts to become more prominent around us in our YouTube journey. we forget that things like live streams, things like premieres, things like live chats, memberships, super chats, super thanks, super stickers, and all these other things are not necessarily something that everybody understands when they first come onto YouTube. There's a lot of people just viewing, right? There's over 50 million channels now, but there's about 2 billion monthly active users. So that's quite a stretch in viewers versus creators, right? Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Annabelle TV just took over our stream boss position as, yes, Queen of the World. There you go. And what I'm talking about is the video game life meter that you see under my camera here. And every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The very last person to knock it out takes over and becomes the stream boss and gets some extra exposure. So that will be Annabelle TV for a little while. She Stole My Thunder is a, fellow Canadian, Aaron P. Thank you for coming in. I just ran into them yesterday supporting somebody else as well. She Stole My Thunder comes to us from the Montreal area. And this is somebody who talks about reviewing books, art, and movies, but actually does a lot more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that comes on this channel. But she does take us out to museums, art galleries, things like this. Gives us stories to be told. And this creator happens to be a photographer as well. So they talk about that. And then you'll be able to catch them on the outside social networks, particularly Instagram, I believe, right? They also give us some helpful videos. So if you dig through their channel, you'll find a lot of stories to be told. Once in a while, a tutorial video as well. Lots of shorts that they've started putting out. Hopefully that continues. But for instance, here's a live stream that they recently did where they're showing us how to make a thumbnail with Canva, which is a very popular and free website and app that we talk about frequently now because a lot of creators here are using it. I use it for inspiration myself. But She Stole My Thunder definitely wants to motivate and inspire others. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the content on the channel. She's now halfway on the road to 1,500 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Let's think about spinning the wheel. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is in the house. They're dropping a highlighted milestone message. Look at that. Canadian Family Life is just full of luck today. They're coming up almost right away. Pardon me, because I was supposed to put Annabelle TV up first, so I'm going to do that in a second here. And then Canadian Family Life will be the next channel that we look at before I spin the wheel again. And yeah, Annabelle TV's been with us for a long time now. TWT TV as well, thank you for being here. Lori's Tech Time is dropping a highlighted milestone message as well, so thank you for that. And thank you for the kind words. Actually, like I said, I caught her yesterday playing Fall Guys in a live stream. That's another popular game that I haven't seen enough of. I was hanging out for a while. Sometimes I'm working on the computer while I'm watching. But I was able to watch and hang out for a while and see how that game looks. It's pretty interesting because there are... it resembles Fortnite to me, a 3D world where the video game is going on, but there seems to be puzzles within, as well as chasing everybody down and everything else. Buying Space, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And the Gen Kids, if I'm pronouncing that right, forgive me if I'm not. Thank you for being here. For anybody that is brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Annabelle TV's up next. Thank you one more time. She stole my thunder for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Philip Lemon, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Classy Cookery is another longtime friend from just about the beginning. Mona Did What is a member I'm just going to get her channel onto our wheel. Members always get added onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Annabelle TV dropped a super chat. We're going to put that channel up right now, and then Canadian Family Life will be up next because I accidentally spun the wheel prematurely there. I've done that many times. Mom of 4 boys is in the house. I'm going to get them on the wheel. And I see All That Fluff and Stuff is also dropping a gifted membership, which Bumby Selby is picking up. That's interesting. So this is an example today. Canadian Family Life's been with us just a couple or a few times now, but Bumby Selby's been with Superchat from the very beginning. So you see how these gifted memberships get distributed by YouTube. It is, for argument's sake, completely random. So All That Fluff and Stuff, thank you for that extra generosity. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up onto the screen right after Canadian Family Life, and Bumby Selby's going to get added to the wheel right now because we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. First Floor Audio's coming in with a super chat as well. That's Lee. And he does a lot of live streaming. That's a talented music producer. We're going to put that channel up right after All That Fluff and Stuff. Now, pardon me again just for a second. All right, Annabelle TV is up right now. Now, she's posting so frequently, my dear goodness. This is a creator that posts very frequently, as we can see, but she brings fun everywhere that she goes. I'm just surprised at how far behind I am already. Did I not have one of these videos in my catch-up list already, and did it not either register or get through, or am I mistaken? Yeah, I must have had one of these. Forgive me while I think out loud here, and none of it seems to make sense. Maybe I'm mistaken. I'll take the latest one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that's that playlist again I used to try to keep caught up with creators. The music should be in the background if I be quiet for a second. Might just be a quiet song right now, but it should be there. Annabelle TV updates their banner frequently. You'll see that they're sitting well over 800 subscribers. They've got that very much locked in at 809 right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 they're thinking about. They got a lot of featured channels on the front page, and they live stream quite a bit, as well as putting out many shorts, and these are starting to approach 1,000 views, which is great. When we look at this creators' videos, what we often see more than anything else is that they are giving us mukbang style product reviews and taste test challenges, as well as a lot of other product reviews in a more traditional sense. But the mukbang style product reviews and taste test challenges are usually collaborations with other channels like this one here, and the latest one that they've put out. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Annabelle TV, like I said, brings fun everywhere that they go. Some comedy usually comes along with that, either here in our chat or in their content or everywhere else that I see them out supporting people, which is every day. They do a ton of live streaming also. You'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members when you catch them for that. So, thank you one more time, Annabelle TV, our stream boss, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. And Canadian Family Life is coming up right now. They picked up a gifted membership today, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel. This is a creator I'm still getting to know because we've only had them on here one time before that I remember. Now what I'm going to do is take this video that you've got in the featured position here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. This one is a food bank help haul, which is a great video to watch. And I'm going to put that, like I said, in my catch-up list. That's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. So when I look at the shorts, we see that they're starting to hit 1,000 views now, which is great. Hopefully that continues. Live streams might be something that continues. They've just started that, but they've already got 379 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about as well. They're a family of 4 and 1 dog from New Brunswick, Canada, another fellow Canadian, and they are going to they give you a great description on the About page of the family. They'll post as often as they can. Grocery hauls, food bank hauls, Christmas fun, day in the life vlog type, as well as recipes, cooking, baking, do-it-yourself projects, and then country living as well, which is great. So a lot of variety on this channel. The virtual diaries, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And Canadian Family Life, now that you are a member, I will be adding your name to the wheel as soon as we see you in the chat every day that you're here. And All That Fluff and Stuff is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. All That Fluff and Stuff and Just Jason Keto both gifted memberships today, so thank you for that extra generosity from both of you. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and I know these creators will be happy to have received it. So All That Fluff and Stuff is up on the screen right now from Australia, just like our friend Ghostly Winds, who always has interesting things to say about the Wheel of Doom. Likes to lose weight. It does lose some weight over time. It gains a lot of weight. It's pretty much like kind of my life right now. And All That Fluff and Stuff is sitting at 2,800, almost 2,900 subscribers. My goodness. It's not a surprise, but it's great to see the growth in this channel because they've been with us a long, long time. A couple of years now, I believe. Lisa J. Stocks is on the wheel. They happen to be a member as well. And then when we look at All That Fluff and Stuff, this creator often brings us out on the water in Australia and the Whitsundays for things like mud crabbing, reef fishing, snorkeling, sometimes even live streams out on a boat on the water. They really expanded their content a while back, and I feel like it's almost getting to be a year now. I'm not sure if it's quite that long. A lot of produced content, a lot of cooking live streams, collaborations with other creators. And this is probably the first creator to mention the idea about using short form content to promote your long form videos. I even took a page out of their book, and I do that now. I never forget the fact that they mentioned it long before we started to see that from some of the bigger channels, which is great. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this extremely supportive creator. Some of their shorts videos are really popping out, well over 10,000 views. And then live streaming is something that they do frequently. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these again soon. And like I said, they are in Australia, but they've been with us a long, long time. So I took your latest reef fishing video, I put that in my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to catch up just a little bit. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then First Floor Audio also dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. That's Lee from the UK. He is a talented music producer, and I often say about this channel and this creator, you know, when you meet music professionals and producers, what I have found, and I've met many, is that they usually seem to stick to a genre or two. But Lee seems to have a very diverse number of genres within his talents, and he allows us to influence and interact with him while he live streams, while he's performing or producing or singing, or a combination of all three. A lot of times he has StreamYard panels like you see up here right now. And then one of his series of videos are these Radio 1FA, where he features all of the music that he produces that you can hear in basically a compilation format. And then Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is here. That's Charlene Heel with a second channel. And I'm going to get them onto the wheel. Charlene Heel is a member, of course. And then from the other side of the fence, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at First Floor Audio, we see that they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And almost 1,100 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. You'll find their music in their videos. You'll find shorts from this creator. Hopefully those will continue. And then live streaming is what they do most often. And that seems to be several times a week. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. If anybody has mentioned something that you meant for me to see that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Kristen Welton is coming up right now. This is my love. She's here as a member and a moderator. We live together in close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. I see Andre Southgate in the house as well. Thanks for coming in. So I just want to remind everybody, even if you've been with us many times before, whether you're new to Tuber Chat or whether you've been here for years, literally, the key to getting on the wheel and the screen, and the key to really growing here, the wheel and the screen are secondary, right? When I put a channel on the screen, I don't imagine that everybody goes running over there. The reason that we do it here is for a couple reasons, but one of them is so that we can get to know the creators and you know what to expect before you get there. You hear in the stories that I tell how loyal and dedicated these supporters are to each other. That's the goal anyway. But the action really happens in the chat, and that starts with conversation. By reaching out to other creators and having true conversation with them, that's where, first of all, you're going to get direct connections with people. But a lot of the people who've been here for a long period of time, and I'm talking months or even years now, will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat, or they will not go to a channel that they see, let's say, repeating the same sentences or doing what we don't necessarily call spam, because we don't get a lot of spam here, luckily. But when you're simply saying hello but not really reaching out to anybody, a lot of the people who've done this for a long time are watching that, and they will make a judgment call as to whether you will be a loyal and dedicated supporter before they will connect. So it's just a hint. The idea here, there's always brand new channels. There's always friends of the last 2.5 to 3 years here. Lots of chance to meet lots of creators. You couldn't possibly meet them all every day. So it starts with a conversation. Take your time, meet people one by one, and you'll find yourself with new friends and family members before you know it. The Artist 444, good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Anne-Marie Love XX, good to see you in the house as well. Thanks for coming back in. And Kristen Walton is here with what's getting on 1,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards that milestone. She's monetized, so lots of ways to support her when we get there. She's had some great success with shorts. You see that some of these are into the thousands of views and now well over 10, almost 20, and almost 30,000 views. And then this creator is going to bring us a lot of product reviews. A lot of those are sponsored videos, as a matter of fact. She started with beauty and continues that today, but does product reviews of all kinds, including those sponsored videos. She's done a lot of collaborating with other creators, including a recent video where they were bringing awareness for epilepsy. March, of course, was Epilepsy Awareness Month, and the 26th is Purple Day. It's a globally recognized holiday. There's Kira helping with another video as well. And this creator's also gotten involved in some live streaming, sometimes out giving us a look around, sometimes collaborating with others in an interview type style. But you'll notice that presentation is always at the forefront of her mind. Bright, bold headshots on these thumbnails and a color scheme that makes her channel recognizable. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in a moment. And then I see from the other side of the fence, grabbed a membership. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Mama 4 Boys is up right now. And I'm going to get from the other side of the fence onto the wheel, because we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. They will bring us barrel racing on their channel. Mama 4 Boys is up right now, and this is another creator who's here with us just about every single day, bringing us delicious looking content. both in their shorts and in their videos. Live streams might be an idea for the future again. But I'm just going to grab one of your latest Hawaiian hot chicken sandwiches videos. What I find compelling about the recipes or the cooking videos, especially on this channel, is the idea that a lot of these are things that are traditional meals we might see from things that could be packaged in a store, whether it comes in a bag or a box. This creator is going to show us how to make a lot of that stuff at home, and with a hungry family, we can bet that these are meals that are being made in their home all the time. And this is one of the things I like particularly about cooking videos or cooking channels, especially in our Tuber Chat family here, the real world look that we get at each other's either homes or lives, and especially, like, a lot of times I really enjoy the meals, whether it's cooking or baking or breakfast or snacks or all the different things in between, things that we know everybody's actually making in their home, not with necessarily, $100,000 kitchen appliances and things like that, not necessarily with the world's most abundantly filled pantries and a grocery store as part of the home like we see on some of the television shows and things like that. So I find it really interesting. Hopefully you do too. Cricket208, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being sure if this is your first time with us, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Parge Jen is in the house. I'm going to get them on the wheel in another second. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Home Bartending with John's going to be up right now. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Parch Jen is a member, so I've got them on the wheel. Gabriella Smarandaki, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get them on the wheel as well, because they also happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Home Bartending with John is up right now with 329 subscribers. I'm just going to grab their latest Swamp Thing beer review, and I'm going to put that into my catch-up list here. This is a channel that I found compelling as soon as I saw it, because I used to work in bars and nightclubs for a lot of my adult life. You don't have to have an abundant home bar like John's got here to take advantage of a lot of things on this channel. First of all, the reviews, a lot of quick videos and shorts, and what John seeks to do, even more so than supporting people, he's out supporting people every single day, not to mention here with us in Tuber Chat every day. This creator wants to teach us how to make some of the world's most popular cocktails from the comfort of our own home. He's going to show us what it takes to keep a bar replenished. He's going to show us the tools we need to make some of these drinks and different variations of the recipe. So if you want something quick and easy, he'll help with that. If you want something more rich and flavorful that you might consider traditional, he'll help with that as well. And then sometimes he expands into other types of videos like low-calorie cocktails, mocktails that are non-alcoholic, and is constantly thinking about how to expand his content for his audience. So hopefully we can push this creator a little bit farther towards the 400 subscribers that they're thinking about. And I see that all that fluff and stuff is just asking a question. Is it true we can rewatch another creator's video again after the 3-month period has ended and the red line has disappeared? So red lines seem to stay for me for a year lately, and that doesn't necessarily have to be true for everyone, but that's just what I find. So what we're talking about, what all that fluff and stuff is specifically asking about, are these red lines under John's videos. You know that I have at least run them, if not watched them, because the red lines are under them. So the idea behind it, and it would take an unreasonable amount of testing for us to ever really figure this out, is that it may not count toward your watch time if you watch the same videos over and over and over again. The idea, of course, is if the red line is there, it's been watched, the watch hours aren't going to count if you watch it again. While we can't be sure, I know that some creators play a couple of tricks like clearing the cache or erasing their browser history to try to make the red lines go away, but I don't believe that that's going to trick the YouTube algorithm. It's smarter than we think it is, and even when I say that, it's smarter than we think it is. I would rather see everybody swap playlists with each other, make more friends, and watch other people's videos, get new people to watch your stuff all the time, instead of getting a few friends together that just keep watching each other's stuff and running each other's playlists. But the red lines for me seem to be lasting a year now. And that's just, like I said, not guaranteed, but this is what I mean. So buying space, you see under the videos here on John's front page, the newest video doesn't have a red line because I haven't watched it yet, right? It's brand new. He just put it out. But these ones I have watched. If I dig through John's videos, now I've watched a lot of his videos tend to be short, but you can see that the ones that I haven't run or watched, because he usually posts a few times a week. He posts more often than I stream here on Superchat. So I usually watch 2 out of every 3 videos that he puts out, or run them, right, if I'm just running it on a playlist. But you see what I mean. So he's got watch hours for all these videos that have red lines under them, but the purpose of the red line is to show you what you've already seen, right? And that's, or at least one of the purposes of it. So it's a pretty interesting thing, but it's an indicator to let you know what you haven't seen from a creator already, if you're looking for that. So I know that's a really long-winded answer. I'm not sure if I clarified, but I wouldn't... there's nothing wrong with watching somebody's videos 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, whatever you want to do. But when it comes to the idea of watch hours, which is a side note for what we're talking about, I would rather see everybody try to find new people constantly. You'll find lots of them here, willing to run your playlists and willing to run your videos. Making new friends is really where the magic happens in Superchat. That's what we're here for. It's the friendships that make your watch hours grow more than anything else. Because once you make friends with somebody, they'll favor you. They'll watch most of what you have moving forward, right? If you put out 50 videos this year, they're going to watch most of them. Nikki D Music and More, good to see you in the house. I am Betty J Gathers, happens to be a member. I'm going to get them on the wheel. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. I'll try to catch up in a second here. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get one more channel up here. I did put I Am Betty J Gathers on there. Nikki D Music and More is in the house. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Superchat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We're going to come back in 3 minutes with Lori's Tech Time. While we're gone, I'm going to put the J Jordan and Aaron P both on the wheel. Thanks very much. All right, we're back and about to look at Lori's Tech Time. Forgive me, palettes, pouts, perfumes, and panning. I didn't put you on the wheel right away. For some reason, I thought that I did, but luckily Scratch and PPA caught that. And he is a beloved and dedicated moderator here, and luckily catches a lot of the mistakes that I make. I promise you, I make as many as anybody. And then, when we look at Lori's Tech Time, we actually see a longtime friend that has got 2 channels now. She is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'll show you both of her channels in a moment. Patrick Hollett is still in the house, or back in the house, and Coastal Water is here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. When we look at Lori's Tech Time, I caught her last night, and when I look at the live streams, we see Fall Guys. This is the first time I actually sat and really watched this game. She plays a lot of Among Us and other popular games. Battle Cats is something I was introduced to by her, but you see lots of these games, and she'll instruct. Like, she does it in a friendly way, but she'll let everybody know in the chat, like, what they have to do if they want to go and play. For instance, like, I think she was saying with Fall Guys, you got to get 5 people together to get a game going. But she'll play with her viewers, which is really cool. And she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Foxy's Friends, good to see you in the house. I didn't put you on the wheel yet. I'm just going to do that right now. I thought I did that too. It's possible once in a while, between all the copying and pasting, that I might accidentally wipe something out too. So for any members, you're always supposed to be added to the wheel as soon as we see you in the chat. Like I'm going to put Come Hither with Heather right now. And if you happen to notice me make a mistake, don't be afraid to give me a nudge. I'll appreciate it greatly. Because I would rather make the mistake of doing something twice than not doing it. And I'll appreciate it. Ron's Keto Cafe, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And pardon me, my allergies are still driving me bonkers here. Lori's Tech Time brings us a lot of videos as well. Actually, what this creator was much more known for than the live streams in the beginning was tech reviews of electronic gadgets. Some of these come from a subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club, which Lori introduced us to, and some of them are independent. A lot more video gameplay, though, as well here. Did anybody hear, I don't know why I feel like I'm the last one to know, but did anybody hear about this Tetris movie? I'm not sure if it's out already. Oh, my goodness, pardon me. I'm clicking too fast here. There's a Tetris movie, apparently, and they say, I heard on the radio the other day, I listened to the traffic, right, and they said that it was, it's a fun movie, so we'll see. So they might have put a comedic twist on it, but it's the story of Tetris. Which will be interesting. I'm just going to put the latest video, though, here into my watch later list. Or, well, it doesn't matter. I wanted to put it in my catch-up list. A playlist so that I can watch it after. And Lori's Tech Time is monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Lori's Vlogs and Shorts is where we get to see more content from this creator. Obviously, vlogs and shorts is what she intends, but we can see that this channel is growing rapidly as well with 432 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 500 she's thinking about. When we look at the shorts and how they're doing already, she's already into the many thousands of views, as you can see, which is really cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Lori's Tech Time and Lori's Vlogs and Shorts. Paranormal Highway, good to see you in the house. They're a member. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. And then Ocean to Ocean Travel is also here, so thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And in about an hour and a half, or maybe even 2 hours from now, Michael's Adventures will have a premiere for us. So after Tuber Chat today, we're going to move into another video with a live chat where we can continue to meet more friends and family members. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And Lori's Vlogs and Shorts. It's my pleasure always having your channels up. For anybody that wants to follow on the other social networks, particularly Instagram, you'll see that she's pretty active there as well. And let's get to M&T Living and Cooking. These are creators who are out supporting others all the time. I run into them constantly. And M&T Living and Cooking is going to bring us a lot of delicious looking content with a little bit of variety throughout. 804 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. There's quite a few shorts videos here. And when we look at the popular tab, we see that these are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. But the biggest thing about M&T Living and Cooking, they're here with us just about every day, but I see them out supporting other creators as well. So when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them constantly. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I Am Betty J Gathers is coming up right now, and this is somebody who's been a dear friend for a long time. She is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. She is literally responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up on our live streams because of her energetic and friendly reminders. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Trish the Natural's in the house. I put you on the wheel right away. Emotion is here also as a member and moderator. When I look for that channel, I look for Emotion New Soul because he is a talented singer and songwriter that brings us new soul R&B music. I Am Betty J Gathers does a lot of live streaming. Now, she often will talk about healthy eating and healthy living with topics like intermittent fasting. She's got a bit of a focus now on living your best life after 60. I'm just going to take her latest video, and all of her stuff is suitable for people of all ages. And she does a ton of live streaming. She's always very engaged with the chat when she live streams, and as you can see, she's actually doing these frequently. When we get into the shorts videos, these are starting to get into a couple of thousand views, which is great. I've taken her latest video and put this on my catch-up list. And then on the homepage, we notice that she's got a couple more streams set up. I've got notifications on for all of those. We're recommending for everybody to put notifications on for everything you see, whether it is a premiere or a live stream, because it sends a true engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm, so it's a great service for any host. And then, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Traveling Martin and Sue, good to see you in the house. Thank you for being here. From the other side of the fence is going to bring us barrel racing more than anything else. And I would have otherwise known what that was at all if it wasn't for a television show that I had recently watched. Kristen and I often will watch something together for short periods of time over a weekend. And Yellowstone is something that I had seen barrel racing for the first time that I know of. But from the other side of the fence. Therefore, I found compelling when I got to the About page, because they said that part of this channel is to show some editing skills, and they actually combine a lot of photography with background music and then their video footage, but also their perspective as the father of a teenage barrel racer. So I literally sat there for the moment that it takes and looked up barrel racing on Google for a second to understand how that competition works. And it's really, really cool to hear the stories about the awards that are won by the creator and their daughter behind this channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. 167 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about, and they're a brand new member today. So pardon me just for a second. I just spun the wheel and Mona Did What is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. They're another longtime friend, obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. quite a full wheel again, but I will move as fast as I can today through channels. We're not in a rush. Michael's Adventures is always ready to accommodate everybody in a very generous way. We're going to go over to his channel after Tuber Chat and watch a premiere, but if we need to extend the time by anywhere from 15 minutes to half an hour, it'll be no problem, I'm sure. So we got a long way to go, almost 2 hours from now, another hour and a half for sure. Mona Did What has 827 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this creator a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. They post quilting, sewing, and bag making videos, and they're just learning how to quilt right now, but they're sharing that with us. And then you can get some more information on their About page. When I hit their shorts, we see that these are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. They're posting, I thought, fairly frequently, sometimes a couple times a week, at least once a week, which is great. And then live streaming is something that they expect to do frequently, usually a couple times a week by the look of it as well. Hopefully I'll catch one of those again soon. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Mona Did What. They're here with us in Tuber Chat almost every single day, and I see them out supporting other creators every day when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself as well. If I've missed anything that anybody meant for me to see in the chat, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Butler Family Farm is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. They live on 116 acres, and they are bringing us goats, donkeys, cattle, horses, llamas, chickens, all kinds of livestock, and then as well some cats and dogs. But they're going to bring us, as well as their farming activities, woodworking, fiber crafts, blacksmithing, some gaming, and some gardening. And when they travel, they'll take us with them. They'll take us with them when they do that as well. I'm just going to take this floodwaters video that you've got in the featured position here, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. YouTube gives us a lot of different ways that we can chop up our channel and present it the way we want on the front page here. So between shorts and playlists and a featured video and a trailer, featured channels and things like that, Butler Family Farms already started doing that, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Now, they also are out supporting other creators all the time, so they're starting to grow. This is an interesting thing. See, I wonder about growing a few things myself as well, because I haven't done really any of that. A couple of our friends, Hope Bus is another channel, and they are neighbors only from not even half an hour away. We visited them a couple of times. I actually have on my personal channel a tour around the RV conversion bus that they're working on right now and have been. And they literally took a tomato plant and a basil plant and put it in our hands, me and Kristen, and said, here, you got to start. And Kristen's been looking after that. It's almost time to get that nurtured again, right, when the weather gets just the littlest bit better. But Butler Family Farm, this is interesting that you're growing right in these red cups, because I didn't otherwise realize that that could be done. It makes sense, of course, but they're going to teach us a lot of different things, and you see some indoor content, some outdoor content here, and they're out supporting other creators all the time. Shorts into the thousands of views, which is great, and live streams, yeah, seem to be about once a week, sometimes a little bit more. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that as well, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Oh, Ron's Keto Cafe is looking for a local taste tester. Forgive me for not being sure. Ron's Keto Cafe, where you're at. If you don't mind letting us know. We can probably find out from their channel, but if you want to let us know right now. Oh, starting over in the red cups as well, eh? Says Canadian Family Life. Interesting, because you wonder about this stuff. There's nothing wrong with, I'm sure, the idea of getting some things going. Even now in Canada, a lot of our climate, like no matter where you are in Canada, the climate changes, right, drastically. And it can be too cold outside if we don't wait for the last frost day, which I hear we can find from the Farmer's Almanac. I wish I could remember what channel I saw that on. But there's nothing wrong with starting things indoors and then moving them outside. My father's got an abundant amount of plants. He doesn't grow much other than tomatoes for food, but he does have lots of plants, and he brings them in for the winter and keeps them under a bunch of those lights and everything else, and takes them back outside in the spring. So it'll be time to do that in another month or so. But in the meantime, the things can start indoors, right? I'll have to keep up with that and see how they do with that. Lisa J. Stocks is up here right now to help us with our finances. Past Life Explorer, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. That's another longtime friend of probably 2.5 years or longer. And Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us understand investments. So they will literally talk to us about some of the fundamentals, like when we talk about dividends from our stock portfolios, or when we talk about the concept of dollar cost averaging that can relate to all investments, I believe, whether it's cash or mutual funds or the stock market or crypto or precious metals or anything else. And wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we could maximize the impact of the revenue that's going to come in from our YouTube channels or videos or businesses when we're thinking about monetization, right? I'm just going to take the latest video about dollar cost averaging again from Lisa J. Stocks. I'm going to put this in my catch-up playlist, and that'll give me a chance to catch up with that a little bit later. And Lisa J. Stocks, let me just have a look at what they're doing for shorts here as well. These are starting to move a little bit. They've got one that's popped over 1,000, which is great, but hopefully that continues. Mob's Yarnery and Cooking, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And let's spin. Come Hither with Heather's coming up from the she's one of our Australian friends, but Come Hither with Heather is somebody who might, spoiler alert, be able to do some meetups this summer, which will be great. I mentioned it to Kristen actually just the other day, even though we talked about it a while back, but she said, yeah, you might be heading quite a few places. She knows better than I do actually right now. Come Hither with Heather is going to bring us a bit of variety on their channel. Oh, I might have missed it. I might have missed the stream, Ghostly Winds. But I'll have a look when possible. When we look at Come Hither with Heather, we see paranormal investigations, explorations of abandoned locations, and a lot of variety in between. Nova Real Show, good to see you here. I've got a notification on for this one here, but I'm going to take your shorter video, and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list as well. See, I've got a lot of these videos here. I have a feeling I got to rerun my whole catch-up list. Yeah. See that video with this is what we're talking about with the red lines. And I'll catch Mona Did What's question in a moment, but thank you, Scratch and Pete, for catching that. When we talk about these red lines and watch hours, right? So this video, you notice the red line's very short. That can happen for two reasons. First of all, I have a ton of accounts, right? Like different channels, some mine, some otherwise, even more than you see there. And from logging in and out, it's very possible I could be running my list, and then if I log out and watching on another or using another channel for something else with the same browser, then the watch hours aren't going to count. That can happen, or when you go back on a video, if you let it end and go back to comment on it, that might be something that happens as well. But when the red lines are all the way through, you know that the person has gotten their, let's say, 7 minutes and 3 seconds of watch time when the line is complete. So whenever I run across videos with a short line like this, I always rerun them, just to make sure that the watch hours are going to count at least once. And then Mona Did What asked a question. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. Does watching your playlist on TV count as watch hours? I have to be very honest and say that I haven't tried that yet. I haven't specifically used a television to watch videos and see if the watch hours stack up. I've done a ton of experimenting with phones, tablets, and computer, mostly computer, and everything seemed to count. But the only reason I can't be certain is because I haven't tried myself. I would bet that any watch time from any device would count, as long as it's legitimate. But we'd have to test that to see 100% for sure. My bet would be that it counts. The dark exposure files, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Come Hither with Heather, like I said, brings us abandoned locations as well as paranormal investigations. They also get into a bit more variety. Let me see the shorts videos here for a quick second. They're getting into the couple thousand views, which is great. A lot of live streaming, and they connect with other channels here. They also collaborate very much with their partner, Warner's Adventures, who now has crossed over 1,000 subscribers. On this channel, we get more abandoned location explorations, and Come Hither with Heather as well is known to get into a small bit more variety. I've even joined them on their channel once for a panel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to both of these creators. I always show them together because they happen to be partners. I always find it to be a special thing when we have in real life friends, family, supporting each other on YouTube, when it can be so difficult for so many people to get that to happen. Charlene Heal is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. You saw them in the chat as Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. Charlene Heal is another powerhouse of energy and positivity, and we'll talk about that more in a quick second. The Dark Exposure Files, thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel on the screen next before I get back to spinning the wheel. Of course, the wheel and the screen are open to everyone. You don't have to super chat. You don't have to be a member to get onto the wheel of the screen. It just takes a very long time these days. But we expect to be here for another hour to hour and a half. So lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. It's always busiest at the very beginning, and it calms down as time goes on a little bit. And after a little while longer, probably another half hour to hour, I'll start adding some names to the wheel from our chat list. Where's Mish? Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Thank you, Budgeting Just Because. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly or giving a thumbs up or hanging out in the background. I know we got a few friends that do that. Our friend Jaden is often watching us and listening as well. Charlene Heal is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. On her channel, she brings us wellness coaching in both shorts, videos, and live streams. When we look at the shorts, we see that these are starting to move, well over 1,000 views. A lot of live streaming on this channel. It's been like forever since I've caught you for one. I've got a notification on for the one you're going to do tomorrow, so hopefully I'll catch that. And then a lot of videos from this creator as well. She's monetized here, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships, and over 1,300 subscribers. And Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is her second channel, and this is where she brings wealth, spirituality, and entrepreneurship. Pardon me for a second. I never drink enough while we're doing this. And again, shorts, videos, and live streams on this channel, including collaborations with other creators as well, which is great to see. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. There's Elevate with Vern over there. There's Point Blank Experience. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting. And this channel has even moved towards 800 subscribers now, which is great. So hopefully that continues as well. And then the shorts here are even popping farther than the first channel. So luckily we have both of these channels to learn from and be inspired by with Charlene Heal. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. And again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Bumby Selby picked up a gifted membership today. Just Jason Keto and all that fluff and stuff, gifted memberships both. Pardon me, I was supposed to put the Dark Exposure files up. I'm going to put that channel up next before I spin the wheel again. Bumby Selby's actually been a dear friend for a very long time. Since before Tuberchat had even started, we might have been friends for well over 3 years now. Could even be over 3.5. Bumby Selby, I believe, was the very first person to ever come into one of my personal premieres so long ago. Now with 950 subscribers, she's halfway officially on the road to 1K. We always say you're on the road when you get to a 100 milestone. And I'm just going to grab one of her latest videos from a Wyndham resort. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll help me catch up the littlest bit. She has done everything from live streams to now shorts, and then videos are something that's done frequently from her. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. But obviously an extremely loyal and dedicated supporter, and for myself for an extremely long time. MLW Fishing Man, good to see you in the house. And now the Dark Exposure Files. Thank you again for your super chat. Forgive me, I was supposed to put you on the screen right away, but we've got you up there now. And the Dark Exposure Files has 181 subscribers. This is brand new to Tuberchat. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos and I'm going to put one of your videos into my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to get to know your content. And pardon me, I'm just trying to pick one here. I'll just have to I want to grab something over 3 minutes. I'll try this one here, and I'll put this in my watch later list. That will allow me to after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix the days and times up so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Huga Homestead's in the house. Forgive me, you might have been here at the beginning, but thank you for being here if I didn't say hello earlier. From the other side of the fence is just asking a question while I put Aaron P's channel up onto the screen. So does watching a creator's playlist on repeat overnight still help the creator's watch time? So our bet is that you can only watch videos one time. I insist in a year, although I could be very mistaken. But basically the idea is that those red lines that I keep talking about, if you watch a video and the red line is there, likely the watch hours are not counting. Because if you think about it this way, let's say you're brand new starting a YouTube channel. Why couldn't you just make 10 videos, start another account, watch those 10 videos on loop over and over and over again until you get to 4,000 hours? If you can leave a computer running 24 hours a day for a couple months, you'd have it, right? And that wouldn't be helpful to anyone. Now, I've done a ton of experimentation when it comes to watch time, and I insist, even though I could be wrong, that when you watch a video and the red lines are still there, meaning the video has been watched within whatever the time frame is for YouTube, I think it's a year, could be 3 months, could be 6 months, we're unsure, then the watch hours may not count, right? And I would much rather see everybody making new friends and finding new people to watch your stuff than doing a favor for somebody 3 times and trying to watch their playlist 3 times and having them do the same for you, if that makes sense. But there's obviously a couple of extra benefits to that. Once you make friends with creators, you'll find them favoring you. And if you're going to come out with another 50 videos this year, they're going to watch most of them. Everybody tends to choose their friends first when it comes to what videos are they going to watch. That's why the magic of the friendships is what drives what we're doing here in Tuberchat. So hopefully that is somewhat of a useful answer. But I would bet that running a video more than once won't count for a very long time, so we just don't do it. Aaron P is in the house right now. This is another longtime friend. I can see I'm behind with you also. They just grabbed a membership again today. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos. I'm just going to take your This one here, I know it's long at an hour, but that's okay. I'm just going to put it in my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to catch up with you and get you a watch hour there. Derek's Journey's in the house. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. We see a variety in video gameplay from Aaron P. I'm just getting Derek's Journey on the wheel. And then we'll look at Aaron P's shorts and see how these are going right now. Some of these are starting to move, which is great. Live streaming is something they might pick up again, but they've been posting quite a few videos, which is great. So hopefully everybody enjoys that. And then Ocean to Ocean Travels dropping a super chat on us. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generosity. I'm going to put their channel up right now, but I'm hoping we can push Aaron P up towards the 300 subscribers they're going to be thinking about now. Now, we always put super chatters on the screen in order. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but of course it's open to everybody. It's taking a very long time today, but after another hour or so I'll start adding some names onto our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active. And then all that fluff and stuff. Can I explain to new creators, the videos only have 100 minutes, the calculations work out thousands of views to reach their required time. Yeah, so if you have 100 is an interesting amount, but you can imagine, like, if you had 40 videos, they'd have to be run 100 times. Or if you have 100, does it make sense, 100-minute video? Pardon the way I'm going to look at this here. Let me just calculate this out. If you have 100, if you have 4,000 hours of watch time, so let's say 4,000 times 60 is the minutes, which I should know already. It's 240,000 minutes divided by 100. You would have to have that video watched 2,400 times if it was one video of 100 minutes or one short series of 100 minutes. Now, I don't know if that's exactly the way that all that fluff and stuff is looking at it, but the idea is that over time, you're gaining viewers, of course, as well as what we're doing here. Organically, your content's getting out there. You'll pick up subscribers over time. Your watch hours will grow naturally. What we're doing here speeds it up in a few different ways. You can imagine if somebody runs, 24 hours worth of your videos in the next 24 hours, that's a great benefit. You get a few people to do that a week. You're already starting to get over 100 hours, right? But basically what happens, I keep saying it today, but the friendships that we're making cause you to be favored by people as much as you're going to favor people. That way, your watch hours are going to start to grow exponentially because you're going to get all the friends you've made that are really going to be interested in watching most of what you come out with. I only say most because we all can't catch every single video everybody puts out. That would be impossible for anyone. But you can catch most of the videos for the people who you favor the most, right? As long as we're all doing that, everybody's just fine. We hear all kinds of stories of channels getting monetized all the time, if that makes sense. Little Ridge Farm is here. I'm just going to put them in the on the wheel. Little Ridge Farm happens to be a member. Okay, so let me see if I can understand what all that fluff and stuff is talking about. If a video is 1 hour, now you need 240,000 minutes. And if I divide that by 60, so yeah, it's 4,000, right? So you would need you would need a video, one hour video to be watched that doesn't make any sense, does it? Yes, 4,000 times. Or you would need, many different videos altogether. So it's 4,000 hours of watch time, or 240,000 minutes, 4,000 times 60, of watch time that you need to get monetized on top of the 1,000 subscribers that you need as well, right? We usually don't talk about the shorts monetization because almost nobody here in the Tuber Chat family is aiming for that, trying to get 10 million views in 90 days on shorts, right? Not to say nobody will, but I haven't heard anybody really putting a lot of focus on that here yet. So 4,000 hours, when you think about it, all the channels that are here in Tuber Chat that are monetized have already been through it. And it gets easier as time goes on. It is a lot easier now than it was 3 years ago to get that done. So I'll give you a quick, A very quick version of a story. When I started on YouTube almost 6 years ago now, it literally is 6 years now from the time I started filming. The first video came out at some point, I think it was in May, 6 years ago. So I started with channels that were not my own. But when we started, the creator who I work with that started their first channel, with which I was helping them, it took 6 months to get 100 subscribers. And in that 6 months, they had to literally sit on the phone for half an hour with a friend of 20 years to try to get them to click the subscribe button to be the 100th subscriber. That's how difficult things were back then. Things like growth streams, like what we're doing here in Superchat, did not exist. There's lots of these out there now. Some are good, some are different. They're all a little bit different anyway. They're all run in different ways. But there's lots of places to gain subscribers. There are a few places where you can make friends, right? And that's basically what we're doing here. That's why I put so much focus on the idea of the friendships, not just the subscribers. You can have a channel with 50,000 subscribers that nobody ever watches anything, and it doesn't help. So the idea is not the subscriber numbers. That's not what brings in the money. That's not what makes you rich, or whatever, however you want to look at it. The idea is people actually watching the content and interacting in it. It could be through memberships, through super chats, through sponsors, through affiliate links, through AdSense. There's all kinds of different ways to make money. You could possibly be running a business outside where you make things or quilt things or knit things, and then you sell those things, or you provide services to people, and your YouTube is just a feeder channel to get customers for that purpose. There's lots of different ways. And then Ghostly Wins. I'm not sure if I'm catching exactly what you're saying the right way, but another idea with playlists is you can chop up your channel like what Ocean Travel has done here, and you can put a bunch of videos all together. If somebody was going to book a cruise on the Carnival Vista, they might want to watch all 6 videos from this creator on this channel, right? You can chop up your channel into playlists to give people the opportunity to binge watch content on your channel. Let me just grab the latest video from Ocean Travel. I'm going to put it in my catch-up list. And I see a longtime friend here, Arizona Street Media, is in the house. It's Pepsi time. Thank you for that. They've done that countless times. Over a span of a couple years, actually. Arizona Street Media, for that reason, will be the next channel that we look at before I spin the wheel again. And when we look at Ocean Travel, they're bringing us a lot of cruising content more than anything else. I see them out supporting other creators, but thank you for the super chat here again. They're sitting at 1,700 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,800 they're going to be thinking about next. So let me look at Arizona Street Media. Like I said, this is a longtime friend. They've changed their channel name a long time ago, but we recognize them, of course, with well over 1,600 subscribers. I can see I'm behind with you, but I'm just going to dig through your videos here. I'm going to grab this 4-minute one. It's a little bit longer than the other ones that you've put up lately. I see they've gotten into some shorts videos as well, and these have started to move, which is great, into well over 1,000 views. Live streaming, they're still doing frequently, which is great. And this is a creator that takes us out, most often responding to different types of radioactivity, right? When it comes to like a police scanner or something like that, they might be out looking for different activity. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And Arizona Street Media brings more variety in their content, but they've been a longtime friend, so I will absolutely go and get a Pepsi or a Diet Pepsi tomorrow again, so thank you for that. And it's time for us to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. We'll go for 3 minutes. We'll come back with the gaming hand. All right, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We're going to look at the gaming ham in a moment. There's Kaiser Gaming YT. That's actually Chris's Clever Craft with a gaming channel. But he's a member. I'm going to put him on the wheel right away, and then we'll get back to... Pardon me, we're going to get back to spinning the wheel shortly. So I just wanted to show you a website, though. There was a message that came through the chat there. I thought it was Foxy's Friends. Was it? Yes. Does a reel have to be a certain length? So each individual social network has their different limitations and different time lengths on different things. And it can be overwhelming, if not confusing, when it comes to the idea of stories, or reels, or just simply vertical videos. The time limits, they're constantly expanding, and it seems like things are changing every week. So I'm going to copy this website into the chat for you. It's called Social Media Examiner. I have been following this website for what I believe is 20 years now. It could be a little bit less, but this is my go-to when it comes to social media. And I've been in social media all of this time, from the days of Friendster and MySpace, using web browsers like Alta Vista, Excite, and things like that, all the way up through the big days of MySpace and the beginnings of Facebook and everything that's come on afterwards, right? So I'm going to do an experiment this week, as a matter of fact, on my personal channel. I'm going to drop a video on Wednesday, and on Thursday I'm going to start dropping shorts, 16 in a row, for the next basically 2 weeks, and then followed by another video. But I'm going to put all of those shorts videos also out as Facebook and Instagram Reels. I'm also putting them on TikTok. I'm also putting them on Pinterest, and I'm also intending on putting them on Twitter. And the idea is just to see how they do when you really fire a lot of content all at the same time, because even if two creators make the same content and put it on the same network, they might not get the same results. And it's almost impossible to know what's going to work. Otherwise, we'd all, be like, all of our videos would be flying all the time. Kathy Payne, good to see you here. But that comes from a story from Wicked Awesome Gardening. And they did something this week. And if you go back and look at one of their recent live streams, you will find that they talked about the idea of putting out some short form content on Facebook as a reel. And it didn't do anything for about a week. And then all of a sudden it just took off, got millions of views, and brought them about 1,700 subscribers to their YouTube channel. You'll see Wicked Awesome Gardening at last look. I think they were at 4,700 or something like that. Well over 4,000. So they've just really exploded. And I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. So I want to take a page out of their book as well and experiment with some of this. And then, yes, that makes sense, all that fluff and stuff. Check your analytics. If your channel has enough traffic, you'll have that chart that tells you the best time to post. TubeBuddy also plugs in there, and I have an affiliate link to TubeBuddy if you're not already using it and you want to try it. You can use the free version. It does a lot of stuff. One of the things it does is plug in a literal thing beside that chart that literally tells you if you're posting a video, post it at this time. If you're going to live stream, do it at this time. Because it can be different, right? And if somebody doesn't know, for instance, what is the best time to post, then I always recommend what I do on every channel that I run, which is your videos go out on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. because the weekend gets the most traffic, and your object is to get as much traffic in the first 48 hours as possible. Every hour matters. If it's a video, I would put it out at 9 a.m. Eastern, or you can adjust that to your own time zone. If it's a live stream, I would do it at noon, 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon when the traffic is heaviest, because you want the busiest portion of the day. With a video, you want to put it a little bit earlier because you want to catch the traffic on the way up, if that makes sense. But these are just ideas, and some of that comes from that website that I put in the chat. Again, it's Social Media Examiner. So as if it was a newspaper or something, they talk about all the social networks, and they'll give you strategies for every single one. Florida Claimers, Ted, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. But I've been following them for the longest time. Otherwise, I just Google search, pick out what 2 or 3 different people have to say. Even some of the bigger YouTubers, like if you follow Sunny Lenarduzzi, she does a great job with Instagram. Vanessa Lau, I believe, is one of her students. She also talks about a lot of that stuff. But each network has its own thing, and they're changing all the time. Like, so for instance, on TikTok, you can put out 9-minute videos now. I don't know if everybody knows that. When I tried to put out a couple of my shorts that were like 50 seconds long, they won't go up as stories on certain networks, right? So there's a lot to this, but my recommendation is for everybody to start with the network that you like the most, because that's where you're probably going to have the most success to start with, and then expand from there. You don't necessarily want to say, oh, well, I see TuberChat using Reddit all the time, I'm going to use Reddit. It may not benefit you if you're not really into the network. Whereas if you're somebody who uses TikTok or Twitter for a couple hours a day, that's probably where you're going to find the best success, because you understand the network instinctively. So, the Gaming Ham is up right now. This is another creator that's got a couple of channels, and if anybody wants me to clarify anything that I'm talking about, or if you have another question that I can answer, just please mention it with 3 thumbs up or at mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. Forgive me for what I've missed in the chat while I was talking again, but the Gaming Ham brings us video gameplay more than anything else, and this creator is an advocate for the ham radio community, hence the name The Gaming Ham. So they expanded their content a while back, and in their videos and shorts you'll see a lot of 3D printing, but that prompted this creator, who now has 271 subscribers, to break off into a second channel. I'll put this in the chat as well, because you want to get the spelling for this perfect. It's the 3D Printing Wolf 1, right? The 3D Printing Wolf 1. And then you'll catch this creator on a channel dedicated to his 3D printing content. Mike's Computer Tips, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm going to run this experiment this week. We'll see how it goes. But I intend very shortly, an opportunity snuck up on me pretty quick. So I'm going to try to do as many videos as I can this month, which I'll have to put out over the next couple of months. But I hope to get into some social media tutorials as well, to show you how not only you can share on the other social networks. I've done a couple of those. I did one for Twitter, I did one for Instagram, and both of those videos did not too terribly. But I'll try to update those and show you how you can do a few ninja tricks to try to really maximize those things. Money made. Sponsorship. So, all that fluff and stuff. Some of the idea behind sponsorship, I've done a few videos myself now, and even other creators that I've seen or worked with have done a lot of that as well. It usually starts by companies reaching out to you, and you have to be careful because there's lots of scams out there. But there's a lot of legitimate companies who understand that YouTubers and influencers can help them. So what they've started to do is, it usually starts with free product. They say like, hey, I'm going to send you, like you see on my personal channel, I did a solar light. I've got 3 more videos to do for that company. I'm behind actually, but they reach out with an email and they say, okay, we're going to send you a free product. You know, if you do a YouTube video, you have to be careful because some of them want some weird things to go on. Like for instance, they'll get you to buy something on Amazon and then refund you on PayPal. That can be real. And I have done that too, but you have to be very careful because there's a lot of scams out there also, right? Otherwise, an idea is, you could get a company to send you a product if you're interested in it. You could review it, do the unboxing and setup or whatever you want to talk about it, and then pack that thing up and sell it on eBay if you wanted to for 70% of its value if you wanted to do that, right? For instance, you just have to be careful if you get into contracts and things. The first time that the creator that I work with most often got approached about getting paid for a video was the biggest headache that we had. Because they're like, oh, we need 2 versions of the video, and you got to change this, and you got to change that, and it became not worth it. But you wouldn't have known for otherwise trying. There's also other things out there. If you look for YouTube product sponsorships, there's a couple of apps that can connect you with companies looking for people. But you also have to consider whether you even want the stuff. You know, somebody might send you, trying to look for something right around me, but like here, look, the case for my glasses. You know, a company might say to you like, hey, we make glasses cases, do you want one of these? And you might just think, okay, well, I'll take anything for free, so why not? But I don't know if you can make a 3-minute video about a case of glasses that would be compelling for anybody to watch. It's up to everybody to come up with, you know, their own ideas and things like that. But I don't jump on every sponsorship that comes around. And I can tell you, even though I've seen many channels get the opportunity for sponsorships for free product before having even 800 subscribers, I was one of the last ones, because Superchat now has over 4,000 and my personal channel was well above 6,000 before I ever got an unsolicited sponsor email coming through my channel. So it can happen at any time to channels of any size. Kicking it with the Rooks, good to see you in the house. And there's no rule that says it has to start with free products either. We just had started that way. I should look back and see what the first product we started with was. The most recent I'm going to be doing is for a couple of tripods that are on the way, but I've got 2 more solar lights to get through as well, and I'm way behind. But sponsors are something, not everybody has to do it either. It's not appropriate for every channel, right? The Patrol Paranormal is up here right now with almost 2,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. They happen to be a member. They were put on the wheel as soon as I saw them in the chat today. You'll get a lot of information on their About page. They've got some shorts out. And hopefully that continues. These will start to move. And then I see that they've got a couple of premieres coming up. One tomorrow and one a week from now. Or a week from then. I'm just going to take their latest video, though, and put this into my catch-up list as well. And that'll help me catch up with them a little bit. We love to push them towards the 2,700 subscribers that they're thinking about. But they've actually been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters for quite some time. And as we can imagine, paranormal investigation content on this channel more than anything else in conversation. And Past Life Explorer, who was here earlier, they might still be here, but they might have come by quickly. They're actually a longtime friend of about 2.5 years, and they started introducing us to quite a few friends in the paranormal community that are still with us today, so much so that I actually went out on a few paranormal investigations myself with Huntophobia and Reckless Adventure. Yeah, be one. If you get a boat, do me a favor, pass the number along. Oh, Kathy Payne, yeah, I'm not sure what to think about that. If you think that there's a possibility that somebody's got into your channel, then you need to lock it up right away by possibly changing your password. You have to be very careful and make sure that somebody hasn't maliciously changed an email address or anything on you, so you won't be able to get back into it. You can reach out to, I hear a lot of people have success reaching out to YouTube on Twitter. If you search them out, you'll find the creator team on Twitter or the support team, and they might be able to guide you. Thank you, everybody, for the likes, by the way. We're getting close to 100. Thank you, Michael's Adventures. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. They really do help, and I'll appreciate it greatly. Paranormal Highway is here right now, and they are bringing us a lot of different cartoons lately. Hopefully everybody will enjoy these. I'm sure that you will. 17,000 subscribers. Now you can see that these are incredibly... the creator behind this channel is incredibly supportive. I see them here frequently, but I see them out supporting others, but they happen to be monetized as well. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They've got a few premieres coming up over the next few days, as a matter of fact, 3 in a row, almost. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And I'm just rolling over a couple things to see what they've got going on here. When we look at the shorts videos, these are starting to get well over 1,000 views, maybe even into the 1,000 shortly, which is great. And then I'm just looking at what I can take from them. I'll take their latest video here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. And we'll spin the wheel. I'm going to try to start moving a little bit faster. We've still got, we can stay up to another hour, I'm sure, if everybody would like. Michael's Adventures has a premiere for us right after Tuber Chat that will allow us to meet more friends and family members for a little bit longer as well. And we'll try to aim that time frame. Coastal Water actually is creator that we talk about frequently. First of all, they're here almost every day, but Backlash Fisherman happens to be the husband of Coastal Water. They were here earlier as well. We see these creators supporting each other wholeheartedly all the time, and I always mention the idea that I find it heartwarming when we find in real life friends and family supporting each other the way that Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman and other couples like that do, because the number one complaint I get on YouTube is, why is it so hard to get my in real life friends and family to support my YouTube channel when I can find people online willing to do it, right? So Coastal Water has 314 subscribers. Now she's got some shorts videos coming out and seems to have been posting a few more of these lately. These are getting into the thousands of views, which is great. Videos can be either indoors or outdoors. I've caught her in the kitchen a lot of times making different things, but she does a ton of live streaming as well. A lot of these are ride-along live streams. Pardon me, they call them car confessions. And this is either a story to be told or just taking us out on their daily routines and things like that. A lot of family togetherness on this channel. Just looking for one of these. We'll eventually see Backlash Fisherman on one of these videos. There he is right there. And let me go over to his channel as well. Backlash Fisherman does a similar type of live stream where they do a lot of these ride-alongs. He's a first responder, first responder, so he takes us on his travels there. Hobby Hangout is something that he does, I believe, every Sunday. It's every, I could be mistaken. Maybe it's Monday. It's once a week, I think, on average. I got to catch one of these. I'm not sure if I caught one of them, I guess. But I want to, I'm not sure if I caught that. I might have been working on the computer. I might have run that as a replay. But I'm hoping to catch one of these. But the ride-along live streams are where I've caught them most often. Now, this creator also has shorts, and it's fishing first on this channel. You can see that these are getting into the thousands of views as well. When we get into the videos, it's fishing first, of course. I'm just going to grab the latest video and put that in my catch-up list. The other one's probably still in there because I think I didn't clean it out, right? Yes. So I'll get a new one watched. I'll get that one rerun. And Backlash Fisherman is monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Pardon me just for a quick second here. I'm going to shut the screen off just for a moment. We'll be right back, and then we're going to look at Yellow Shirt Dad. And forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat. I'm trying to move a little bit faster now. If you've mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Thank you, Little Ridge Farm. They're in the background, but I got them on the wheel, of course. Yellow Shirt Dad brings us a joke of the day. If you look really hard through other people's channels, you might find Yellow Shirt Dad not wearing a yellow shirt, but otherwise he always is. I'm just going to grab his latest video, though. This one, I thought I had this one. Yeah, see in my catch-up list. I'll grab another one, too, and I'll put that in there. These are really short, but they're fun. Yellow Shirt Dad's built up an incredible reputation right away as a supporter. They just found the Tuber Chat family within the last couple of months, but I see them out supporting other creators every day. I know they're building friendships with other creators, doing things like playing games, and then hopping in on StreamYard panels and things like that as well. Once in a while, he'll take us out for a look around the area. But the joke of the day is what he's best known for these days. 519 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push Yellow Shirt Dad a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. And again, they're here with us just about every single day. Let's spin the wheel. Foxy's Friends is coming up. And it's true, yes, it's true, kicking it with the rooks. Oh, did I not get, I don't think I got kicking it with the rooks on the wheel yet. I did, yes I did, so forgive me, I did put you on the wheel. And then I'm just going to have a look at something here. Yeah, it looks like we're going to go for another hour. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the wheel. We extended the streams a while back to 3 hours, but there was a week or two there where it was going back down to 2.5 hours and up to 3 hours because I moved the times and the dates around so much. And different people, who knows, have holidays and things like that. The clocks went back a couple of weeks ago. That changed a few things and this and that. But for today, I expect we'll stick around for another hour. And then we've got Michael's Adventures that's going to bring us a premiere, so we'll be able to stay for another few minutes there and continue meeting friends and family members. So we'll adjust the time as needed, but Michael's Adventures is making sure that his premiere's set up so that we can go over there afterwards. Foxy's Friends is up here right now, and this is the story of Foxy Mama. And we get to see memorialized videos of Foxy Mama here. I'm just going to hit the shorts videos for a second. Yeah, these have gotten well over 1,000 views, some of these. And we'll see how the story continues on this channel. 147 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 200 that they're thinking about. Oh, it could have, yeah, all that fluff and stuff. I think we did cross 60 a couple of times here on Superchat. I don't watch well enough the number. The way I look at my screen doesn't allow me to see the real-time number all the time. There's usually anywhere from 30 to 40 in the chat most of the time, but it does get over 50 often, and occasionally, like I said, I think we've hit 60, but it's always exciting either way. And then here's the story on the About page, so you can understand what's happening on Foxy's Friends channel. And let's spin the wheel. We've got another channel up here. Scratch and Pete PA is in the pole position. He has been from the beginning of the stream. So a nice long 2-hour wait for him. And we'll get his channel up right now and see what's going on. He'll have his premiere set up now for Tuesday. Now, Scratch and Pete PA posts with perfect consistency over well over 2 years now. He has put out his videos every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail. And what you're going to find if you can catch us for one of his premieres is a live chat that rolls even faster than TuberChat. Faster than most you've seen in the TuberChat family. He rivals those of Hilda DC or the Stock Explorer or Garden State Gardener. And it makes it a lot of fun to be a part of. It's very fast-paced and very high energy. What you're going to find in his video series during those premieres is the Scratch Challenge series of videos. And what he does here is pits 2 lottery tickets against each other and gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratch and Pete PA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. So it sets his series apart, makes it unique, makes that a lot of fun to be a part of, and you'll notice as well from the thumbnails that are made to match the banner and the avatar that he does giveaways in his channel as well. That's what's with the question mark. So I'll give you that as a spoiler alert, and then you can head over to his channel and see what I'm talking about there. But he's getting close to 1,600 subscribers now. And presentation has always been at the forefront of Scratch and Pete PA's mind, where you can see, first of all, like I said, the avatar, the banner that's updated weekly matches the thumbnails, but his video editing skills have been complemented ever since his very first video well over 2 years ago. And then thank you, Michael's Adventures, for that. He will accommodate us as he always does. Michael's Adventures we looked at earlier. Of course, he's a beloved and dedicated moderator. He'll have his premiere coming up about an hour from now. The J. Jordan stepped in quickly. I know that they said that they shared out for us. I always appreciate the shares. And thank you, everybody, again for the thumbs up, because we're getting really close now to 100. We get it almost every single day now, but it's always exciting. Shanster Travels, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And when we look at the J. Jordan, we see fitness first on this channel, especially when we get into the shorts. Look at how some of these have now gotten into the thousands of views, literally up to 10,000 and 20,000 views. And he posts so frequently. The J. Jordan is literally always on. If he's not making videos, he's hanging out in other people's StreamYards, or streaming himself. He takes us outdoors and indoors. There's a lot of music on the channel. The fitness is what he's best known for. But the J. Jordan will literally tell you when you get to his channel, all he wants to do is promote others. He does it all the time. So with 2,380 subscribers or so right now, we'd love to push him towards the 2,400 he's thinking about. And the J. Jordan is another creator that's here with us every single day and out supporting other creators all the time. Kathy Payne is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on their channel right now. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Kathy Payne is with us frequently. They happen to be a member, so we'd put them on the wheel as soon as they got here, of course. 430 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. And then, oh yeah, copyright music all the time is a big headache. This is why we can't use some of the most fun things, right? Intrepid's, good to see you here. Yeah, I have lots of copyright claims, but it can eventually be detrimental, so we don't want to do too much of that. Claims are nowhere near as bad as strikes. Strikes are a no-no, but claims are not so terrible. It's just you don't want too many. Kathy Payne is up with 430 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards 500. Now, shorts or something, maybe they'll continue with these, which will be great. I'm just going to grab their latest video and put this into my catch-up list. That was just from a couple of days ago. They've been posting frequently, which is great. When we get to Kathy Payne's channel, we'll see Aloha Freedom Tours Hawaii and a lot of information on the About page, which is great. You can get an idea of what to expect on the channel, but they're going to bring us a ton of beautiful outdoor content, as you can see. Live streaming is something they might pick up again in the future, so we'll keep our eye on that as well. Songbits Laura's in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get them on the wheel in a second because they happen to be a member. Derek's Journey's coming up, and now we're going to find another creator that's bringing us a lot of fitness first. He's actually got a few things going on. And we'll get his channel up here. Songbits Laura is on the wheel. The Stock Explorer is here. That's Nora, and they are here as a member and a moderator. So I'll get them on the wheel right away. And when we look at Derek's Journey, like I said, it's fitness first on this channel. So we'll get over to the videos and you'll get an idea of a lot of these fitness challenges that he does. There's a premiere running right now, but I'm going to take the video before it and put it in my catch-up list. This creator's monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Yarding for a Smile, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. When we look at Derek's Journey, we also get a wonderful look at the family life behind the channel. You can see they take us on excursions and hauls and shopping trips and vacations and things like that. But Derek's Journey is most known for the fitness and the collaborations that they set up between creators. Baskets Resale, thank you so much. One of our longest standing members of over 2 years now. Thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've done that before. They've actually got 2 channels. We'll look at both of those next before we spin the wheel. And Little Ridge Farm, say hello to Kira for all of us. It's great that you got that father-daughter time going on. And then Derek's Journey as well. When we look at the front page, we're going to see balance, breakers, fitness, and gaming. So the intention here is they're going to bring us the same fitness challenges we know and love from Derek's Journey with some gameplay as well. And then you never know with Jeannie and Jaden are 2 more members of the Derek's Journey in real life family that are bringing us more variety on another channel. With 158 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then thank you, Mona Did What. Modern War Gaming Squad with Jory is in the house. Good to see you here. It's going to take me a second to catch that name now. They recently changed their name. Modern War Gaming Squad with Jory is going to get put on the wheel because they happen to be a member. And when we look at Baskets Resale, this is a creator that's got a lot to teach us. Now, first of all, on this channel, they're going to show us how to marry the offline and the online, particularly looking for great deals and bargains, let's say, when looking through estate sales or possibly garage sailing or other places where you might find things like this, and then selling them online. Places like eBay come to mind right away. I'm going to take one of their latest videos from a rummage sale. Now I'm behind with them again, but I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. And they've been a long-time friend. Now, Baskets Resale, you can see, is one of our longest-standing members at over 2 years now. But when I look at their other channel, which is Baskets, we actually see even more to be learned from this creator, because you know I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. So they're working on 6,900 subscribers right now. Baskets is going to take us outdoors more often than anything else, and it could be a story to be told or a product review or hiking. And as we can see, they've put out quite a few videos lately, which is great. So there's a bit for me to catch up with here, but they might be doing product reviews on the channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. That's both Baskets and Baskets Resale, where they teach us how to marry the offline and offline and online for some sales. But lots to be learned from this creator, and they're a longtime friend. So thank you again for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. As you can see, they actually knocked out our stream boss again. So that's the video game life meter under my camera there. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss, and they just knocked it out. So they'll take over and get some extra exposure for a little while. The Stock Explorer is up right now, and this is another creator who wants to help us with our finances. But Nora is best known now for a lot of friendly conversations on the channel in the midst of stock market and crypto mark talk, with everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics. So they get us help with the fundamentals so we can be down with the lingo, and then as well they talk to us about advanced topics like options trading and NFTs when we get into crypto, Web 3.0 and things like that. The Stock Explorer will give us some random shorts. And these are always entertaining, but some of these are really starting to get a lot of views, into the thousands, and then live streaming they do frequently. So sometimes it's friendly conversation, sometimes there are charts and graphs to be seen, and I've even joined them on their channel once, or more than once I think, but once for sure for a dedicated conversation we had about YouTube for a couple of hours. Now, this creator often has product in hand. Occasionally, they'll do a product review, but it's stocks and crypto for the most part, and they will allow you to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channel, the same way that we do here. Tropical Buzz is a second channel from Nora, the Stock Explorer, and this creator is going to bring us a few more shorts on this channel, but the purpose here is really to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some they're going to grow, so we can follow their journey here. And as the weather starts to really warm up, they're in Florida, so it shouldn't be more than another month now they get out and start growing some more things to show us as well. So that's, again, Nora the Stock Explorer with a second channel called Tropical Buzz. So we're going to go for one more break right now for 3 minutes. We're going to come back with Trish the Natural, but we still have about 45 minutes to go. And if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Yes, thank you, everybody, for the over 100 thumbs up. Pedrosa Travel, good to see you in the house. We're back in 3 minutes. All right, we're back and we're looking at Trish the Natural, Michael's Adventures. I forget how long the song actually is. I think it's 3 minutes 30 seconds, something like that. I always say 3 minutes and then we just go for the length of the song. But this is what helps me extend the stream to 3 hours now, because we used to do it for 2.5 hours, and when it got so busy like that we couldn't help but go another half hour, my voice can't take it, so we used to have to cut them off. Now we like to go 3 hours if we can, but the breaks are what helps me, and then that way we can get as many channels on the screen as possible. So we still got a long way to go. Michael's Adventures has a premiere coming up for us in about 40 minutes. So Trish the Natural brings us natural hair care, and sometimes she expands into other topics like wigs and weaves and other beauty and tutorials and products we can use. But natural hair care is what she's best known for. I also noticed we have a brand new channel in the chat. Consume the Goodness. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. We'd love to push Trish the Natural towards the 700 subscribers she's thinking about, but I'm going to show you something here. So first of all, this creator puts a lot of professional look into their thumbnails, but they also happen to be a very dynamic host as well. I've seen them start to expand content by hopping in on other StreamYard panels too now. You notice the professional look of the thumbnails with these bright, bold headshots, but watch what happens when I roll over the video. You get an exact look of what to expect in the video from this creator. And like I said, you can tell she's a dynamic host here. She's been with us for quite some time. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. We'd love to push her towards the 700 subscribers she's thinking about. I did put a couple of names onto the wheel when we were on break there. So Destination Fun and Nikki D Music and More have both been added. We'll get some more names onto the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active in a short period of time from now. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels so we can get as many on as possible in the next 30 to 40 minutes. Songbits Laura is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on. They happen to be a member, so they were put on the wheel as soon as they got here. Songbits Laura has got 531 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 600 that they're thinking about. When we look at this creator, we see they've got a few videos here on behind. I'm just going to grab the latest one, put it in my catch-up list. This other one is still in my list from the other day. I'm going to have to rerun it. I probably switched accounts while I was running it or something. When we look at shorts, we see that this creator's getting up over 1,000 views now, which is great. And live streams are something that's been happening once or twice a week, which is great also. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And Songbits Laura is crafting and creativity more than anything else. That's the intention of the channel. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in a second. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Emotion, forgive me, I didn't thank you earlier. I think they upgraded their membership to gold again. They've been a gold member almost the whole time, but Emotion is here as both a member and a moderator, as a matter of fact. Now, they're gifting a membership right now, and that went to I Want to Know, who's an incredibly supportive creator. They're usually a member here, actually. So you've saved them for that month, which is great. I'm sure they'll be happy to have it. One of the things you might notice about gifted memberships is that if the creators are not in the chat at the time that they gain or receive those gifted memberships, it does send them a notification, usually by email, and you might actually see them come in. So I'm not sure if they're here yet, but they might end up coming in before the end of the stream in another half hour or so. Kicking It with the Rooks is up right now, but we always treat gifted memberships like super chats now, so I'm going to put Emotions channel up next before I spin the wheel again. Arizona Street Media says you have 5,000 watch time hours and trying to see how to make the channel monetized. So if you can, you probably need to get to a computer to get that done. And when you get into the YouTube studio on a computer, there's a tab right there for monetization, and it walks you through the process. Arizona Street Media has been a longtime friend, so it's not a surprise that they've got so many watch hours, but that's great news. So hopefully you'll be monetized in no time. I'm assuming then you use YouTube on your phone all the time, but forgive me for not being certain, but I'm almost certain that you need to get onto the computer for that. Otherwise, the other thing you can look for is there's a YouTube Studio app for the phone. And you'll have to forgive me because I don't use that nearly as much as the computer. I use it like not even 1% of the time. But on the phone, you might have a few more features than I'm aware of in that app. And you'll have to go through there to see. The only way for me to see now is to use one of my channels that's not monetized to try to figure that out. If somebody in the chat has a better answer than I do, by all means, please help out our friend Arizona Street Media. Let me know if they can go through the process on the phone or if they have to get to a browser to do it. Kicking It with the Rooks is here with 3,000 subscribers. They're actually on the road to 3,100 now. Hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They bring us family, lifestyle vlogs, and story times. The biggest thing I can say about this channel is they're always out supporting others. I run into them constantly when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself. They promise to bring us a variety of vlogs on traveling, challenges, pranks, reactions, and much, much more. We see some travel from them here in their most popular videos. They've got a couple of premieres coming up. One of them's actually in a few minutes, and then I'm just going to grab the latest Las Vegas video and put that in my catch-up list, and that'll help me catch up with you a little bit. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up on the screen. And forgive me, I actually was supposed to put Emotion up. Thank goodness the wheel chose Emotion. He just gifted a membership, actually, and happens to be a gold member as well. So we see Emotion's channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so as well. That's okay, Little Ridge Farm. It's understandable. If you get to see Little Ridge, we'll look at Little Ridge Farm at one point today. I've still got them on the wheel, but we'll see Mark and Kira, and they've got a wonderful father-daughter dynamic going on. So we can just imagine. And then Emotion is an official artist channel here. This is a talented singer and songwriter. In their video content, what they bring us more than anything else are their original works, usually in the form of music videos. Sometimes they make them into compilations, and those can be premieres or live streams. And when we look at their streams, we see that they bring us a lot of live streaming, sometimes live performances, sometimes they roll a compilation, but they round out their channel with shorts and reaction videos as well, and that has brought them a lot of success. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm going to go down to their second channel here, pardon me. And then when we look at Writing with Emotion, New Soul, we get to see not only how the music is made, but the man behind the music as well. And thanks for hanging out, Patrick Hollett still. I think Bushido Blade Warrior still here also. 777 subscribers for Writing with Emotion, New Soul. And I'm hoping we can push this creator a little bit farther here towards the 800 that they're thinking of as well. And thank you again, Writing with Emotion, New Soul, for gifting that membership. Again, I know I Want to Know will be happy to have that. They're an incredibly supportive creator here also. The channel here is rounded out with more shorts, compilations, and reaction videos. And Writing with Emotion, New Soul, obviously an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. But they're also here as a member and a moderator. All the moderators on this channel are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're dear friends of each other. They all have their own channels, and they all do different things. One of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you get to their channels, like Michael's Adventures later today in another half hour, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members during their premieres or live streams, the same way that we do here. Odom's Homestead is up right now, and I can't believe how far behind I am with you. You've been posting videos frequently, which is great, but I'm just going to take the latest one. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. Odom's Homestead is going to bring us a lot of garden updates, help us with our own gardening and homesteading activities, and you might even catch them in the middle of a song while they do it. I'm just going to hit their live streams, and we see that they're streaming at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, which is great. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of those. And then shorts videos are now getting into over 1,000 views, which is great. So Odom's Homestead is also another creator that I see out supporting others all the time when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself, trying to support creators. I run into them constantly. Let's spin the wheel. Modern War Gaming Squad with Jory is coming up right now. And this is a creator. Let me post this in the chat for everybody. You'll have to type that out or copy and paste it if you can. But this is another creator who's here with us frequently. They happen to be a member also, so they were put on the wheel right away. Modern War Gaming Squad with Jory has 501 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 they're going to be thinking about. I'm assuming that's Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite here in a lot of these shorts. I haven't played it yet, but now I'm becoming more familiar because we've seen a lot of the creators in the Superchat family who do a lot of gaming playing Fortnite. But this is cool. The shorts are starting to get over 1,000 views, which is great, and lots of live streaming. Some of these are really long. Wow, like 2 11-hour streams in a row almost, which is great. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these soon as well. And Modern War Gaming Squad with Jory's been with Superchat for quite some time now. They just changed their name not too long ago, but it's always similar. Gaming Ham we saw earlier, so I forgot to take them off the wheel. I'm going to pull them off right now. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Chris's Clever Craft is coming up right now. This is Kaiser Gaming YT. You see that channel on their front page, so we'll look at that first. When we get over here, we see that this creator is really hammering the gaming videos, which is great. I'm just going to take the latest one, put it into my catch-up list here, but they're posting frequently, sometimes multiple times a day, at least once a day, which is great to see. Shorts is something that they're punching out as well, getting into the thousands of views, which is great. So hopefully that's translating into a few subscribers, and then live streams might be something that they pick up as well. So let me get back to Chris's Clever Craft. This is the creator behind Kaiser Gaming YT, and he happens to be a member. Look at that. There's Baskets Resale, Michael's Adventures, TWTTV. All of these creators have been in Tuber Chat today, all longtime dear friends. So when we look at Chris's Clever Craft, we see 574 subscribers as well. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. I'm window shopping for an Xbox right now. I probably have to I probably not have to, but should hold off until I see how the work season's going to be before I start getting into the thoughts of gaming. But I see so many creators playing Fortnite. I haven't played yet. I think about it, and I know that now, we can get into multiplayer games with Grand Theft Auto, which is my game of choice and all this. But I'm hoping we can do some of that if I get in the game with everybody. And Chris's Clever Craft is somebody who's going to bring fun into all of his content. He brings fun everywhere he goes, even when he's supporting other creators and different live chats and things like that. He's got an interesting property and brings us both indoors and outdoors for do-it-yourself videos or stories to be told. A look around, and he's done series of videos as well and given us a look into an interesting way to barter work for instance, a car. So that's an interesting video you can look for on his channel, or series actually of live streams. And then as well, he might get into Happy Meal videos or product reviews also. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Chris's Clever Craft. He's getting into some shorts here, and these are starting to pop into the thousands of views as well, which is great. Hopefully we'll catch you for a live stream sometime in the near future also. And then one thing I should mention, you got to be careful about some of these some of these convoy content. I caught some speeches not too long ago, and I actually got my first community guideline strike on my personal channel. So I pulled all that content down right away, because the problem is you can't control it, right? And when it comes, it comes. So if you have a lot of politically charged content on your channel, that could result in a community guideline strike. The problem is you can get 3 strikes in a row and your channel can be gone. So I'm going to repost all that stuff on Rumble or somewhere else where it's more appropriate, let's say. But we all know that YouTube is absolutely not the platform for free speech, so I have to be very careful. Blackstorm Mobile Gaming is here with 261 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. Now, this is a one-of-a-kind channel in the Superchat family, because even though we have a lot of channels that either are gaming or creators that do some gaming on their channels, Blackstorm Mobile Gaming is bringing us mobile games in particular. Yeah, Pedroza Travel on my personal channel. I got I got it for medical misinformation, because now I'm assuming it's because of the speeches that were given behind the within the content. I followed a lot of the Freedom Convoy stuff in Canada. I happen to be Canadian, so it's only 6 hours away. I was able to go to Ottawa and catch a lot of that last year. And then I followed it up this year for an anniversary, and then they did some stuff in Toronto. But the conversation, of course, like I said, it is not the platform for free speech here on YouTube, right? It is very politically one-sided. Doesn't matter whether I'm right or not, doesn't matter whether it's true, doesn't matter which side I'm on. But the fact is, somebody in a video said something, because those of you who know me long enough know that I never say anything, or almost never take a side on anything because of where we are. But that medical misinformation strike came instantly. And the thing about a medical information or other community guideline strike is, in a lot of cases, it's just a warning the first time. But the warning never, ever, ever, ever goes away. Now, we've got a community guideline strike on most of the channels that I run, and it's mostly because of that type of content, let's just say. So it's no problem, but for me, I scraped it all out of there. I said, I'm just getting rid of it. It's not that important that it be in that place. As long as the information and the content's available somewhere, I can give it to people. But that's the way. But I promise you this, if you get a community guideline strike, and you're lucky enough only to get one, it's always in your dashboard forever after. If I'm still on YouTube 15 years from now, that community guideline strike is right there as soon as you log in. I promise you that. So it's no big deal for me, and forgive the way I'm going to put this, but I feel like I knew what I was doing for a long time before that happened. So it wasn't something that was going to be detrimental to the channel, but it's still there. The warning for the strike never goes away. I'll see if there's a way that I can show this to you. I'll see if I can do it. I don't really like showing the background of the channels too much, unless it's for a depending on the analytics and stuff. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Forgive me, Blackstorm Mobile Gaming. We'll come back to your content in a second. So here we are. Here's my personal channel. And there's your active community guideline strike there with a warning. This little red box in the dashboard is never, ever, ever, ever going to go away. And that goes for everybody. So it's a reminder that you have to be careful, right? Strikes are very, very bad. 3 strikes, you're out, no exceptions. The only time that that's not the case is if they're spread out. Like, we have creators that have been on YouTube for 15 years and they've gotten probably 10 different strikes over those years. But in a lot of cases, we see channels go right down. I have a friend with over 100,000 subscribers that lost his channel. So, Blackstorm Mobile Gaming is bringing us video gameplay mobile-based, which means on a phone, whether it's iPhone or Android. I'm just going to take their latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list right now. And that will give me a chance to catch up with them. But they're posting frequently, as you can see, at least a couple times a week. And pardon me, like I said, it is a one-of-a-kind channel that they're bringing us mobile content in particular. No, it doesn't go away, Pedrosa Travel. That strike does not go away. So in a lot of cases, your first strike is just a warning. So you don't lose the ability to stream, you don't lose any money, you don't lose the ability to be monetized or anything like that for the first one, maybe. Not necessarily in every case, but in my case, I'm lucky that that's what it was. And but that warning, that little red box I just showed you, is never going away, ever. I got other channels that I run for other people where they've gotten community guideline strikes, and they've been there for years. So it's a thought, right? We have to be careful. And my mistake is probably because when I was filming that politically charged content, they're protests, right? And I decided to film the speeches thinking that people would want to go back and watch a lot of that. But I was wrong. Don't get a lot of replays on that stuff. But because I followed the whole speech, I got everything that they said over the microphones and stuff like that, where a lot of other creators were just catching little bits and pieces of it, so it might not be the same thing. And then Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is up right now. 446 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. And what they are going to bring us, this is Phoebe and Tracy is here as well. These creators usually alternate. There's Tracy and Phoebe. And these creators are going to bring us beauty in a lot of different ways. So there are unboxings and haul videos. I'm going to take your second last video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. This is another Get Ready With Me video. They do some live streaming as well. They might pick those up again. Shorts videos are starting to get into the thousands of views, which is great. And Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is going to bring us unboxings and hauls and Get Ready With Me type videos. And it's really cool to see these two creators working together. But they've been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters for a long, long time. And then we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Parge Jen is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. And this is another creator who's been here with us frequently since finding the Superchat family not too long ago. And I'm just going to see about getting some more names onto the wheel. If Bushido Blade Warrior is still here, I'm going to get them on the wheel right away, and then we'll look at names as we need them when we get down to another one or two. I'll take them one at a time. We've still got 20 minutes. Michael's Adventures is going to extend that time for us because he's got a premiere. We can go over there. We'll raid in. I'll start dropping the link in about 5 minutes, and we can meet more friends and family members over there the same way that we are here. Parge Jen has over 7,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 7,200 that they're thinking about right now. When we look at their shorts videos, we see that these are getting into the thousands of views, approaching 10,000 now, which is great. Live streams are something that they might be picking up again. They did one recently, but we'll see. I'm going to get a notification on for a premiere they're going to do in a couple of days, and then I'm going to take their latest video going through the Coliseum. That'll be interesting to see, and I've put that in my catch-up list as well. There's Bushido Blade Warrior. I'm going to get them on the wheel right now. We'll get a couple more names on in a moment. They're monetized here on Parge Gen, so lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And the Bud Files are up next. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. The Bud Files are here with us just about every single day. They're always out supporting other creators as well. Their intention is to be modern-day archaeologists and therefore bring us history, or uncover history and digitally preserve it on their channel. And they do that through video, and then as well they've got some live streams here. Now these can start to go almost anywhere. They bring us indoors and outdoors. Sometimes they're playing a game, sometimes they're giving us a look around. As well, they've got a lot of shorts videos, and these are starting to get into the thousands of views. One of them has really popped well over 15,000 now, which is great. I'm just going to take their latest cemetery video. They bring us to abandoned locations like cemeteries, graveyards, and other places all the time. I've got that video on my catch-up list so that I can get caught up with them there as well. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I've got Bushido Blade Warrior on the wheel with Destination Fun and Nikki D Music and More, and a few members that have been on there for a while. Nikki D Music and More is coming up right now. This creator's actually got 2 channels as well, and she's been with us a long time. Nikki D Music and More brings more music than anything else on her channel, but I see she's got an aquarium video in the first spot here. That one's quite short. I'm just going to see what else is happening here. She's got some shorts videos, and these are starting to punch into the thousands of views, approaching 3,000, which is great. Live streams might be something she'll pick back up, but let's have a look at her other channel, Nikki D Official, and see what's going on here. Nikki D Official has got 147 subscribers, and then they've got more shorts videos and live streams on this channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And like I said, definitely a loyal and dedicated supporter for a very long time. It's time for me to get the link for Michael's Adventures premiere. I'm going to do that right now and see what they've got. I'll get this ready so that everybody can get over there to their channel whenever they would like. It's a premiere, so the live chat will already be running. And Via Speaks Royally is coming up right now. I'll get some more names onto the wheel in a second here also. Just dropping the link here. I'll pin this link so that everybody can get there easily also. And Via Speaks Royally is bringing us some variety on the channel, particularly with shorts and videos. You can see that some of these have really started to move into the thousands of views, but they do a ton of live streaming as well. Let me just hit the videos first. Yeah, they do a ton of live streaming. Most of what they're talking about here is the royal family. And then when you catch them for one of these royal family live streams, you're going to see some serious, engaged conversation. And and this is what I talk about very often here on Superchat. Like, the secret to getting on the wheel or the screen as fast as possible, of course, is always engaged conversation. You're doing a great service for any host when you engage in true conversation, because it sends engagement signals of interest and true engagement into the YouTube algorithm, if that makes sense. So we push it a lot here, but you're going to see Via Speaks Royally with some seriously engaged conversation, especially when they're talking about the royal family. The conversation gets really fast. Like, it's a very fast-paced and high-energy chat. And then Miss Via Speaks Royally does a great job of leading that conversation while you're there. Now, of course, this channel is monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And they are halfway on the road to 4,000 subscribers right now. Consume the Goodness is coming up. I just put them on the wheel right now. They're here for the first time today, so this will be the first time we're looking at their channel, but we'll see what they've got going on here. Hopefully everybody will give them a warm welcome into the Tuber Chat family. And I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video. I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well now, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So I'm going to spin the wheel. If there's anybody listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll get you on there right now. We're going to get an extra few minutes to put a few more channels on the screen, and then Michael's Adventures has a premiere coming up for us in 15 minutes. Little Ridge Farm is coming up, and Consume the Goodness. I'm happy to have been able to get your channel on the screen. We don't necessarily get to every channel every day, but we try, and I've been really trying to move a little bit faster the last little while, so we can try to get to everybody. Little Ridge Farm is up right now with 640 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. Traveling Merton and Sue, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right now. Mama Four Boys, forgive me, I think you asked about the paperwork for the monetization. You just follow the instructions that come on the monetization tab. YouTube walks you through most of it. And then you're likely, like Mama Four Boys is extremely supportive, so my guess is that they've got quite a few people who'll be able to help if you get stuck with the tax forms and things like that. It's not difficult, but you want to fill out the right thing so you're not losing more taxes than you need to. And the only reason I don't offer for that myself is because I'm in Canada, and most of our the majority of the creators here in TuberChat are from either the United States, UK, Canada, Australia, and a lot of other countries. But I'm not an authority on the US tax forms because I'm in Canada, of course, right? If that makes sense. M&A Mystery Tours, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Traveling Merton and Sue, I've got you on the wheel. Little Ridge Farm is up right now. This is Mark. He's actually with his daughter Kira right now. And if you follow this channel, you get an idea of this father-daughter dynamic. And they've got some shorts videos here. We'll have a look at these. This is a creator that's got some serious tenacity, and perseverance. The reason why I say that is that you see that this creator, when you get to their channel, their house burned down this year. And they are in the process of recouping and rebuilding. The only reason I don't get choked up about this now is because we've talked about it 10 or 20 times here. And Mark's become somewhat of a friend, right? You know, the friendships that are built on YouTube are probably the most wonderful thing. Most people say it's their favorite thing. But I've had a chance to get to know them through their content and through the stories that have been told by other creators, their participation here in TuberChat as well. But Little Ridge Farm is somebody who still is out supporting other creators as much as they possibly can be, and they have been the whole time. So I hope everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards the 700 subscribers they're thinking about. You'll find the story about their home and what they're doing, particularly in the live streams. I'm just going to take the latest video and put it in my catch-up list. But they're out on other people's StreamYard panels and things like that all the time as well. Pedrosa Travel, I've got you on the wheel now. We're going to spin, and Destination Fun is coming up. We still got enough time to get through these channels, and then Michael's Adventures has a premiere coming up. I'm going to drop the link again right now, and anybody can hop over there anytime because it is a premiere, so the live chat's already running. And after TuberChat, I'm going to let this run for an extra 3 minutes right up until the time his premiere begins, so that we can clean up our connections here, and then I'll join everybody with Michael's Adventures for that premiere so we can keep meeting friends and family members over there as well. Destination Fun is up here. This is a creator who is here with us every single day, and for that I'm grateful. We actually recently featured this channel because of their overwhelming generosity. They actually sent a raid in here to TuberChat last week. I'm just going to grab their latest video, Independence of the Seas, another cruise ship. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me something to catch up with. They're bringing us travel content more than anything else. So you see cruising, theme parks, food, entertainment, travel, and fun. And I'm going to show you something here. If you want to just notice, Destination Fun has got a great beginning to their About page because it comes up like a tagline here. This is happening for probably everybody now, so you might want to rework the first sentence or two on your About page to have it come up with a description of what your channel's got. Destination Fun has got a great beginning here because we don't even have to hit the About page to know what they're about. Wayne's World Unlimited, I'm going to get you on the wheel, and then I'm going to hurry it up, and we'll go like 1 minute per channel now. Let's spin, and here's the link. Did I drop that link again? Yes, I did, for Michael's Adventures. It's also pinned. Anybody can get over there anytime, and we're all going to go over there together and raid. Michael's Adventures often brings us premieres so that we can meet more friends and family members over there. Just Doing Our Best is going to help us with preparedness and self-sufficiency. and that is including gardening, raising chickens, ducks, food preservation, freeze drying, and everything in between. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. Just Doing Our Best is another channel that came into the Tuber Chat family not too long ago, and right away blazing with generosity and support for others. I'm just going to grab their latest video and put this in my catch-up list. I'm a big fan of precious metals, and I know we've got a few creators, not just silver stacking channels, but we've got a lot of creators talking about silver stacking and things like that right now. So I'm interested to see your video there. They're approaching 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We're going to find indoor and outdoor content, like I said, talking about self-sufficiency and preparedness more than anything else. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Traveling Merton and Sue is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on. They're always out supporting other creators. I run into them all the time as well, but I know you've been here a long time today, so thank you for that. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, and I know not everybody can be here all day, every day. Traveling Merton and Sue is 391 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. I'm just looking at your shorts, seeing that these are getting well over 1,000 views into over 2,000 now. Hopefully that continues. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos here and put this into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with you somewhat. And then as well, live streaming is something that they've got coming up. One next week, and they did one today. They do these once in a while. Pardon me. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that as well. And I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Gabriella Smarandaki's here, and this creator's got over 1,200 subscribers now. I'm just going to hit their shorts videos and see how these are doing for them. And it looks like these are getting into the thousands of views. Some of these are into over 10, over 20, and then even up to 30, 50, and 140,000 views, which is great. Gabriella Smarandaki is going to bring us pure variety, a bit of crafting, a lot of indoor and a little bit of outdoor videos, a chance to get to know Gabriella, especially in a Q&A video that she's got earlier down the stream, earlier in a... earlier in a stream on the channel as well. And then live streaming is something that she does once in a while as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that while I race my way through the last couple of channels here. Michael's Adventures premiere will be starting shortly, but we're going to leave this live stream running for an extra 3 minutes after these next couple of channels so everybody can clean up their connections here, and then we'll go over there, raid together, and then everybody can meet more friends and family members with Michael's Adventures as well. Pedrosa Travels, another incredibly supportive creator that just came into the Tuber Chat family blazing with generosity. I see them out supporting others all the time. They've got another Puerto Vallarta video. I'm going to be excited to see that. I haven't been many places in my life, but I did get to go to Puerto Vallarta for a week, which was great. So I'll be looking forward to that. Pedrosa Travel is going to bring us more travel, a bit of cruising. They're out supporting other creators with conversation like that all the time. They often live stream, so they just did one today. And it seems to be at least once a week they're doing this, sometimes twice a week, and hopping in on other people's StreamYard panels and things like that as well. They've got 869 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and they always engage conversation here in Tuber Chat as well. Oh, and then the tagline. There we go. Traveling the world 1 week at a time. Excellent. Excellent. Pedrosa Travel, because that's something that just rolled out for everybody. Even I have to go through the channels and figure that out, right? Because Tuber Chat's awful. It says, are you a small YouTuber looking to, like, and that's all you're going to see. I need to have something like, meet, welcome to a community of generous creators willing to help, or something like that. But yeah, good work on doing that. Wayne's World Unlimited is here with us just about every single day. I've got a couple things in common with this creator, but they're bringing us some shorts. Pardon me, my allergies are still on me here today. Their shorts videos are starting to move a little bit, and here we go. Look at this, 180,000 for one of these. Many into the thousands, which is wonderful. See, I'm looking at getting that. I'm window shopping for an Xbox right now. I'm thinking about it. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Wayne's World Unlimited. They often bring us outdoors for a story to be told. I'm just going to grab your latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list as well. And we'd love to push them towards the 400 subscribers they're thinking about. Please, everybody, don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out. Give Michael's Adventures a thumbs up on the way in. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to today. We're going to look at Bushido Blade Warrior right now. I'm going to drop the link for Michael's Adventures premiere one more time here, and then we can all go over there together and raid. You're free to stay here for an extra 3 minutes if you'd like. I'll leave the stream running right up until his premiere begins so that we can clean up our connections here, and then he's going to give us an opportunity to keep the party going, and we can meet more friends and family members over there as well. Bushido Blade Warrior brings us video gameplay. They mix things up on their channel. We see a few Pokemons there. I think they play Final Fantasy, and then they've got Zelda on their channel as well. This is a cool Tetris video as well. Tetris, one of my favorite games of all time. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that they've got. Let's see the shorts videos here. These are getting into a couple thousand views, which is great. And they're almost at, or they're on the way towards 1,900 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm going to put Ghostly Winds up right now. Ghostly Winds is an influential creator here in Superchat, but there's somebody who I know truly cares about their friendships on YouTube. There's somebody who I know has my back in particular. I've been connected to them for well over 2.5 years. They're responsible for naming my playful catch-up list that I use to keep caught up with creators, where I just put one of their videos, actually. They bring us retro gameplay on their channel, anything from Sega to Nintendo and in between. They do a ton of live streaming, and you'll always be able to feel the energy and fun in this creator when you're there joining them for a live stream. I'm hoping I can catch another one of these very soon. Actually, on Wednesday, Ghostly Winds, I'm going to drop the SNES video. It's very short. It's only 3 minutes and something long, so very concise, but you might enjoy that. I'll put it out a little earlier than I usually do this week. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Ghostly Winds. They always engage conversation and have interesting things to say about the Wheel of Doom here. 763 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 800 they're thinking about. Thanks everyone for the time that you spent. Again, please don't forget that thumbs up on the way out. Give Michael's Adventures a thumbs up on the way in. I'll see you over there in 3 minutes for Michael's Adventures premiere, which is starting right now.